Agora tu faz qualquer amor tira, tira, tira. Hey.
Let's get ready to rumble!
What up? What's going on, everybody? What's going on, my people? It's your boy, Ryan from the Six, man. The big Six, man, is here. Salute to everybody in the building. What up, my man? Half boxing here, nice and early. What's going on, bro? Hope everybody's doing good, man. You know what it is. Got another one. Boxing talk up north. We just had a huge event, bro. That fight was good, man. Let's talk about that. That man, Terence Bud Crawford, bro. I mean, he did his thing. Shout out to Birdman in the building. Hell yeah, them sixes. Yeah, man, that was a great event. I mean, the whole thing from start to finish, was good, man. That was a good fight. Like, honestly, the kind of I'm not even gonna front with y'all. I was shitting on the card when it first started because man, it just didn't have the magnitude of the event. I felt like we should have put younger stars on there. It should have been a passing of the torch event. You know what I'm saying? I say that to say we wake up today, we don't know what Terence Crawford is gonna do. We don't know what Canelo Alvarez is gonna do. And Canelo's really the one who's like the draw of the sport right now. Terence Crawford, he's done two events now that are like top 10 gates in boxing. His last one is like number 3, and then Earl Spence and him was like number 6 or 7. So he's like top 10 in gates. So he's a draw, in boxing. And I feel like we didn't get a chance to give the casual fans a chance to see the future in our sport. The Abdullah Masons, the Zaquan Moses, the Carmel Moultons. Who else is out there? They got that he fought on there, Mark Bardi. I think he's like a Mexican Olympian. So that was good. Omari Jones, who just won bronze for the US in the last Olympics. I felt like Scooter Davis, another exciting prospect. I just felt like we didn't let the casual fans see the next guy. Yeah, Emiliano, yeah, man, Birdman. But like I think that they try to do that with Callum Walsh, and I just think like it's not it, man. I know I sound like a hater on Callum Walsh, but I'm just saying I just don't think he's that guy. My man half boxing, he said Vargas messed up my parlay. Yeah, you know what? Patty Donovan, he squashed all my parlays, bro. I had him on like all of them. I didn't think he lost, but he made the fight close because he got dropped twice. And Billy didn't get robbed. I had it a draw. Yeah, Birdman. Nah, I don't think Billy got robbed either. I had it 7-5, which means if a judge seen it one round different from me, the way, you know what I'm saying? It's a draw. So yeah, I had it 7-5 in Billy, but I was being biased too, So I'm okay with the draw because I thought it was a hell of a fight, man. He said 1.5K, bye bye. Oh man. Shout out to the boxing outcome in the building. He said, hit them likes. I appreciate you, man. We got Shower in the building. What's going on, Queen? The Howdy Ron in the chat. Yo, salute to the chat, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. The boxing outcome said Canelo needs to go to 175. Benavidez, Crawford. Oh, okay. And fight Benavidez and then Crawford versus Jenna back at 160, making history. Yeah, man. I make Crawford if he beats another champ, different weight, like 6th division champ. Then we talking about exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Emiliano would have been better. Yeah, no, Emiliano. is being pushed a certain way by Top Rank for sure. I think for sure he would have been a better pick than Fernando. But yo, shout out to Fernando, man. Mari's scheduled November 1st co-main. Yeah, man, I get all that, but I'm sure if Eddie Hearn had the opportunity to put him on this card, he probably would have did it just because of the eyeballs, man. You can't you know what I'm saying? It's an opportunity, bro. You can't really fault anybody who got on this card. Shout out to them. But 41 million people watching. And now it's just the peak of, I guess, Canelo and Bud, but still you gotta think that a lot of people were watching the event, right? Shawa said Patty won for sure. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And yeah, Ishmael Davis too. Yeah, we had him on a parlay too. He got robbed too, man. Man, them damn UK cards. That's why I be careful with the UK. I don't be betting heavy on it because man, they do some weird things over there, like quick stoppages and yeah, weird decisions. But I thought Patty Donovan won. He got dropped twice, so he made it close, man. I don't know what he did that for. The boxing outcome, he said I was going for him, Billy, and Lester could have won if he showed better head movement and defense. Nah, no doubt, man. And that was kind of my knock against Lester. I never thought Lester was a good defensive fighter. But I thought, Lester Martinez, he could have made that fight easier on himself. But the thing about that is he would have had to work harder, moving his feet. You know what I'm saying? That's easy for me to say when a man like Christian and Billy's walking you down, man. It's yeah, he didn't stop, bro, at all. That was crazy. He said Vargas didn't use the jab the entire fight. Vargas allowed Callum Walsh to fight with his hands down. Big no, yeah, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Man, my man Birdman, he said, list your current top five pound for pound. I want to see something. My pound for pound. Let me take a look at. I would say obviously Terence Crawford's got to be first. Then I would have Usyk second. I would have Inoue third. Ooh, fourth is tough, man. But I think I got to put Bivol at fourth, and then fifth. Um, fifth is tough too. Fifth, I'm gonna put Bam Rodriguez. Nah, I don't know. You can keep better BF there too. But I'll put Bam Rodriguez, especially if he wins in November. He definitely gonna be sitting at number 5. But yeah, man, I think pound for pound list, Terence Crawford's probably above on everybody's. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Half Box. He said my son's first amateur matches in 3 weeks. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to your son, bro. That's big, man. I hope he gets the win. I hope he has fun in there. And I hope he goes back to the drawing board, win or lose, and continues to fight, man. It's definitely one thing to get in that ring and do it, man. Shout out to your little man. I hope he has fun in there and does his thing. Shout out to Kendrick in the building. Yeah, make sure y'all smash that like button when you come in like Ann Wolf, y'all.
Really fight her.
If you want X, make sure you restream it, repost it so we can get some more people in here. Talk that boxing talk. But yeah, man, here's the topics we'll speak on. Obviously, Terence Crawford, the historic run that he's been on. You know what I'm saying? The prelims. We had some upsets on the prelims. Whoa, man. We had some upsets. And then obviously the big fight, Canelo and Crawford, man. What's gonna go on with them next? Crawford and Canelo, we'll see, man. We'll see, man. That boxing says, I'll send you footage. He's a trip. Yeah, man. Shower said, tap that like button. Yep. That's always appreciated. Shout out to Alberto in the building. Look, man, this ain't no show to knock on Canelo Alvarez. I'm a Canelo fan. Like, I didn't even pick for this fight. The only pick that I was making and trying to tell people was like, this fight was going the whole way. I didn't see either guy getting knocked out. I had a feeling maybe Bud would get dropped, but like I thought it would be like a flash knockdown. I didn't think it would be like he'd be out on his feet. You know what I'm saying? So I think I told most of the people like, go ahead and bet this fight goes all the way. Like that's probably the safest bet. I didn't pick Canelo. I didn't pick Crawford because these are two of my favorite fighters, man. I didn't think these guys would fight. You know what I'm saying? So when this thing got announced, I was like, whoa, yeah, man, I'm good. I'm just showing up to the party happy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Broadway Joel in the building, man. What's going on? The face of Dominican boxing, my brethren over there. Make sure you check out Broadway Joel. He interviews all the top Dominican fighters, man. He's doing his thing over there on X and on YouTube. And go check his channel out, Broadway Joel. He got a great channel. He speaks to all the top Dominican boxers. He's that guy, man. And shout out to Birdman. He said more like an early stoppage instead of an upset. Especially Steve. Yes, Steven Nelson, man. That's what we can get into, man. That one was definitely not what I thought, bro. Reiko, you know, his TCL experience may have paid off, man. I mean, in the TCL, they only fight one round. And that was kind of like the thing they said in the early round was, yeah, he hasn't fought in a boxing match since around the same time as So Cold, January. But he's been doing the TCL league. So he's been having these little one rounders. And I think Andre Ward said he's like, I don't know if that's really being active, boxing wise. He said he still considers it ring rust, but he said nonetheless, he's still in the ring, you know what I'm saying? And then shortly after is when we had the stoppage after Andre Ward said that. So it was kind of funny that they mentioned it, and then what had happened was a first round stoppage because if you did TCL, you got to be looking at it like, yo, they just mentioned us, and then look what happened. It's kind of showing that hey, maybe our league can help some people. The people trying to stay busy, they're gonna be ready, and they're gonna be fighting from the first round, man. So it was one of those things. That was funny because like Andre Ward had just mentioned it, and then shortly after the stoppage happens. And I like So Cold Nelson, but obviously he's not a knockout artist. But yeah, Reiko, he pushed the pace. I thought the stoppage was premature. I'm agreeing with most people. I feel like he could have went on. I feel like So Cold wasn't hurt. Nonetheless, I'm not the ref in there. I didn't see So Cold's eyes. I don't know what he looked like. So I can't, what I'm saying? I can't kill the ref. But I do feel like So Cold Nelson probably could have continued on. But Rico Santana, he did what he was supposed to do. He made himself look dangerous. He made So Cold look like he was done, and the ref did what he felt was right. So we can't get mad at anybody. Um, Rico Santana obviously getting the upset. I think he was probably a plus 300 or something like that. Like he was a big underdog. So for him to get the upset, shout out to him, man. Shout out to his team. Um, yo, they got a big win on a big stage. Obviously, it was prelims, so not everybody was tuning in, but still, it's Netflix. They was on the YouTube part. There were still a lot of people watching in the YouTube stream I was in. I think I was on the ring. I think it was like 4,000 or 5,000, which you look at YouTube streams, they don't really get past 10. Big. Depending on the live event that you're looking at. I think the only one that I saw that was like that was the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. It was like up in the tens for the prelims, but the prelims, that one consisted of Bruce Shushu Carrington, Shadeja Green, Lucas Body. Somebody else was on there fighting too. Like that prelim was actually pretty good. This one lacked the names, but it had good fights. It had good fights, man. And I think the not the big upset, but the one that surprised me was obviously the Jermaine Franklin, the Ivan Dyko. Like I thought Ivan was gonna come out more aggressive. He had a built up record, 15 wins, 14 KOs. Jermaine Franklin, though, he's always been a durable guy. He's never been stopped. I ain't seen him be knocked down. So I mean, I'm sure he has been knocked down. It's a heavyweight division, but for Jermaine Franklin to go out there and beat an undefeated guy who's a two-time bronze medalist in a heavyweight division that's kind of turning over, right? Like it's it's not what it used to be. Deontay Wilder's on the decline. Tyson Fury only fights when he wants to come out retirement. AJ hasn't fought really in a minute, man, since like what last year, since he fought Dubois and he got sparked out. He ain't been in the ring since. So those three guys are out. Joseph Parker's on the top end of his career. Zhang's pretty much on the end of his career. Philip Herkovich is still out here, but I don't think he's really a threat. The heavyweight division it needs new life, man. And that's why I want to see guys like Richard Torres fight more. I would hope Jared Anderson could get back into mentally locking in and looking good. Jarrell Miller's still out here, but I mean, I'm not really sold on him. But shout out to Fabio Wardley. He's gonna take on Joseph Parker. So I mean, we need new blood and Jermaine Franklin, he's not the guy. I'm sure he's not the guy all of America's rooting for to be the next American great champ or great heavyweight, but he's putting in work. He's fighting the guys. He's getting big wins. And I'm happy for him, man. I'm happy for him. Shout out to Shawa. She said I didn't want to choose either, but being in the fight pool, no. yeah, yeah, that's true. I said Reiko would win, but that stoppage was not that. Yeah, that stoppage wasn't good, man. I don't want to see Dyke go next unless it's against Atama. Pack him up. Ooh, yo, Atama. Yo, you can feed him to Atama. That'd be good. Shout out to Miss Joette in the building. Said good evening, Ryan. Good evening, Miss Joette. What up? She said peace and blessings. Damn, hold on here. Peace and blessings. Shower, hope all has been well, Queen. Yeah, shout out to the Queens, man. That's the 7% in boxing. We love the Queens around here. Birdman said, you like that David Allen versus Mac Mahmoudov fight? Yo, that could be interesting. Yo, David Allen's a dog, man. Don't get it twisted. He beat Johnny Fisher pretty easy, twice in my mind, but you know how it was the first time around. Yeah, man, that wasn't cool. My man Brandon Adams, he got the upset win. Brandon Adams. We saw what he did early in the fight. He went right to Boychuk's body, man. He made sure that was going down. And Boychuk, as good as he's been looking, some people are saying he may have been overrated. I don't know how I feel about that because I think people are trying to say he's overrated because they want to say that Virgil's overrated. And like that's just not fair to Virgil Ortiz, man. I'm sorry. Like I'm not gonna say he's overrated because Boachuk lost to Adams. I think Adams is a good fighter. Honestly, I think Adams beating Boachuk is just a testament of when I speak about the 154 division and how tough it is. That there's gonna be guys that are gonna win in this like the belts can flip flop in this division because I think there's so many good fighters at 154 that a lot of people can get their O taken and a lot of guys can beat each other just based on styles. So I don't think Virgil Ortiz is overrated because he got dropped twice by Boachuk. I mean, he got up and beat him. But I do think like this division is tough, man. It's a very tough division. And Boachuk, he just couldn't stop Brandon's activity and it took a while, man, for him to slow down. But I honestly the back half of the fight, Brandon, I think he just let his foot off the gas because I think he already felt like, he had it in the bag and banked enough rounds and Boachuk just didn't do enough for me at least, to give him the fight. So I thought the right guy won. I thought Brandon Adams won. I thought he did enough. He looks good, man. Obviously, it's hard to knock out a guy twice. So I didn't think we were going to see a knockout in that fight either. But it was good to see those two guys battle it out, man. That was a very, very competitive fight, And it's just one of those fights that, like, in that division, anybody who fights those guys, they're gonna have troubles. Like anybody, man. Boots, Virgil, anybody that goes in there and fights those guys, they gonna have trouble with them because what they present, man. I think Brandon Adams is a good fighter. Shawa said Adams and Boachuk, another firefight. Yeah. My man Alberto said, I want to see Benavidez get it in with Canelo or Bud or Bevo. Fuck that, I know he's a troop. Well, you know what? Your boy Benavidez, he ain't even on that road, yo. Turkey setting him up with better BF. That's why they both fighting on that card. You know, he never mentioned better beef, so we gonna see what's up. Shout out to TWR in the building. He says, salute up north, brethren. Stevie lost before he got inside the ring. The handy. Man, get up. Wasn't it? Yeah, man. I don't know what that was. That get up that Steve Nelson had on. I don't know what that was, man. But hey, it is what it is, man. Shawa said, Sergey needs to move up. Twice not making weight. Yeah, I heard somebody say that he missed weight for this fight, and some people thought he was fighting up. But I was like, nah, like this fight's at 54. So I didn't know he missed weight. But I mean, yeah, if he can't make the weight, then yeah, he gotta move up because this is a tough division to be in. Like this ain't no walk in the park. That's for sure. So shout out Jaleel Major Hackett looking good in his return. Yeah, man. Jaleel Hackett did look good on the underdog card. Um, yeah, man, he's at 154 now, but you know, that's a tough division, bro. Anybody that gets in that division, it's gonna be an absolute dog fight. And that's just one of those divisions, man. She said it was handy, man, from Living Color. That's who he was playing as, man. Soko funny with it, but like Soko did a good job with Terence Crawford though. The desperate was it Desperado? I remember that movie, bro, back in the day with the briefcase with all the guns, bro, in there. Yeah. Yeah. He said email critic the sparring. Yeah, man, that's where he came from, that sparring thing, Jalil Hackett. But Jalil Hackett, he got a lot. I mean, he's young, right? So I hope he can get it together and get his weight on point because yeah, 154 ain't gonna be no easy division for him. Trust me. But I think he can get work in there. Yeah, we got the recap, man. Shout out to Canelo, shout out to Bud Crawford. They put on a great show, man. Both men put on a great fight. You know, I just feel like with Canelo Alvarez, it was a lack of punch selection with him. Oh, he's gonna email his son sparring. Okay, yeah, man. Go ahead. Yeah, it was a lack of punch selection by Canelo. I felt like he was doing way too many hooks down, hooks up. He wasn't mixing it up. I don't think Canelo threw more than any, like he didn't throw any two punch combinations. Rarely threw a three. Maybe I seen one or two three punch combinations and Terence Crawford, he looked great in the exchange. And maybe that's why. Maybe the counter punching was so good by Terence Crawford, it kept Canelo Alvarez honest. Because I was surprised, man. When Crawford was taking the punches on the glove and returning, I was like, oh shoot. And then he took a few more, catching them and punching back. I was like, dang, yo, if he could take the power, it's gonna be a long night for Canelo. And Canelo didn't really adjust. Um, shout out to Eddie Reynoso. He's done a great job, but he didn't give Canelo any real instruction. He just told Canelo to punch more. That's what I heard a lot. Punch more. You got to be active. I get all that. And Canelo gets all that. But I just think Canelo's at that point in his career where he's not willing to just go all guns out, all guns blazing. The wear and tear is real. But I mean, if you ask me, I can still see Canelo getting fights in. I can still see him. I mean, he's still got 2 fights left with Turkey. They, in my opinion, they're not gonna be big fights. They're gonna be big because he's involved with them, but they're not gonna be against like out this world opponents. You got guys like Hamza Shiraz saying they want to fight Canelo. You got other dudes out here. Yeah, I still want to fight Canelo. Well, yeah, man, we know what it is. You guys just want a payday because like people should be hollering to fight Bud. Bud's the legacy fighter right now. Whoever beats Bud, go get some legacy, man. This dude's the first fighter to be 3-time undisputed in the four belt era. You know, he moving up literally from 35, 40, 47, 54, jump past 60 to get to 68. You know, this guy's doing pound for pound things, man. And it's just one of them things where I'm just like, bro, like everybody should be calling to fight Bud. If you a real competitor, you want to fight Bud Crawford because he comes with the legacy. He comes with the, oh, I beat the guy who nobody could beat. I beat the guy who Canelo couldn't beat, who Earl Spence got wrecked by. Yo, why not, man? You guys in the sport to challenge yourself. Shout out to Half Boxing dropping that $9.99 on me, that $9, man. Super sticker. I appreciate you, brother. You know what it is.
I want my chips with the dip. That's all I know. I don't want my chips plain. I want my chips with the dip. So bring them dips.
Salute to Brooklyn Hit in the building. He said Canelo tailor made for Bud. He said you cannot train to win if you're tailor made for your opponent. I don't know, man. Tailor made. I mean, we didn't know, right? There were so many unknowns. Like we didn't know if Bud could take the power. We didn't know how Bud would fare with the weight. But I mean, he did his thing, man. The weight didn't look like a problem. The power didn't look like a problem. So I mean, he did his thing, man. Shout out to Canelo. That man said, "Payday Nello." Yeah, bro.
Oh, look at this guy.
Yeah, man. Big Nello, man. He's still the cash cow. You know, he's still gonna bring it in, bro. I want to see Bud get his money and pack up to Topuria. Is that UFC guy? Man, we ain't worried about that dude, man. And that guy, he coming to boxing for a payday. That's why only reason why he's saying Bud's name, man. That dude funny. He say like all UFC fighters model they boxing after Canelo. He said something crazy like that. And then, you know, for Bud to go and beat Canelo, kind of like, you know, makes him eat his words already, man. He said, what Bud did, his rival is Henry Armstrong. Damn, shout out to Henry Armstrong. Yo, isn't Henry Armstrong Canadian? Ain't he? I think he is, bro. Let me I'm not a historian or anything like that, but oh no, he's American. Yo, there was a cat up here, I'm pretty sure from Canada, who freak man. My man had like a crazy run, man. I forget his name, man. They called him like I'm pretty sure they called him Little John or something like that. Bro, I'd have to go look in my dad's book. But yeah, man, it's just one of them fights, bro. And I skipped over the one fight that was the best. I don't know what I'm doing. See Pacino. What's going on, my guy? I did. I tried to tell it. Yeah, Brooklyn. Yeah. Oh, is it Sam Lanford? Yeah. I think you're right, bro. Sam Lanford. I think that's who it is that I'm thinking about, Little John. Yeah, it is Sam Lanford. Yeah, man. Yeah, he was a G, bro. But yeah, sorry, y'all. I skipped over to Lester and then Billy. Like, what am I doing, man? This shit was epic, man. Epic, epic, epic. Christian and Billy, Lester Martinez. Honestly, when it got announced, I think all of us box fans perked up, like, oh shoot, this about to be World War III. Like, this about to be crazy. And the fight delivered, man. The fight delivered. We got exactly what we knew we were gonna get out of that fight. Just guys in the kitchen exchanging. You know, Christian and Billy, man, he showed us he's an absolute dog, man. Man, I don't know, man. That was great, bro. I was so happy for that fight. You know, it wasn't a dud. I knew it wasn't gonna be a dud because both guys are just the way they fighting styles is like perfect, man. And they did what they do best. They just banged out, man. And Billy stepping forward, Lester Martinez trying to move, and he was on the back foot, but Lester was landing. He was landing some three punches. Yeah, he was landing some shit, man. And both of them were, both of them guys probably had a big old headache the next morning because I don't know how like nobody got knocked down, bro. I'm sure there was points when they was hurt, but yo, for them to stay up and continuously fight and punch, bro, like that was just that's what we as boxing fans love, that gladiator stuff. I'm a big fan of it, man. I knew that fight was gonna be fire when it got announced. And shout out to Billy, man, because I feel like he probably could have went a different route, being the interim champ, but he took a tough fight. He took a tough fight in Lester Martinez, and he definitely went out there, man. And that was like one of those fights where I was like, bro, like this is what every boxing fan needs on every card. We need a fight like this. You know what I'm saying? We all need just this type of dog, man. And they were just throwing leather, man. These dudes was trying to stop each other. Lester Martinez, obviously, his adjustment was just he had to step around. It was something that I heard Bomac say. I think there was rounds you can hear the corner say like back off the ropes, like just turn them. And they had some success, man. But the problem was I feel like the gas tank, like to do all that and to continuously do that through 10 rounds. I don't even know how it was in a 12 round. There should have been a 12 round. They have the interim title, WBC. But through 10 rounds to do that. And damn, man, like that was crazy. Said in America, we call that saving the best for last, right? Oh yeah, yeah. This and Billy and Lester was definitely the best fight, hands down, bro. The shit was a movie, man. Really, it was one of them fights where I was like, bro, like this this is something else, yo. Like Lester Martinez, Christian and Billy, bro, they got iron chins, man, because both of them guys was punching each other up. Like they were doing their thing, man. I was happy with it, bro. I thought for sure, you know, bro, shout out to Turk, man, giving them performance of the night. They definitely deserved it. Us that was one of those fights. It was like, bro, this is an amazing fight. Them guys deserve it. Yeah, this is what the fight was like, yo. Them guys was out there being Dragon Ball Z characters, throwing all out Leatherman, literally the whole fight, bro. That fight was great. That fight was great. Not even good. That shit was great, man. I enjoyed it every single second of it. And that's why I wasn't mad at the draw, man, because I feel like both men did their thing, man. I feel like Lester landed some really good punches. He had a great punch selection, and I just felt like the pressure from him, Billy, was a great. Like he was pushing Lester, man. He was pushing Lester the whole fight. My man TWR said whole facts, man. Probably fight of the year. Yeah, man. Probably. It's definitely in there. Sure, Z Pacino, he said Lester did some good work on the ropes. Yeah, Shawa said, I never seen him Billy beat up like that. Yeah, he was, man. His face was swollen. Z Pacino said, I got that as a tie with Boatty versus Callum Smith. Ooh, yeah, that was a good one. And I'd even throw in Ben and Eubank one. I thought that was good too. Shout out to Define Honoree in the building. What's going on? Big PR in the building. Shawa says, I can honestly say I don't want to see them fight again anytime soon. Shit was the best. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. They gotta take a break. I wouldn't be mad if they went and said we gotta go fight somebody else and then come back. Yo, they need a break. They do, yo, before they come back and do it. Except Lester was, yeah. Yeah, man. I definitely think for sure they gotta go off, take a fight, and then swing the block. You know what I'm saying? Come back and do it. Birdman said, both are real winners, man. They gained some new fans, but with that being said, they showed enough to bypass a rematch and let them keep moving. Yeah, in the division. I like to see Pacheco versus Billy. Well, yo, honestly, bro, like Pacheco, to me, he made a smart business decision because I don't think he beats Lester or and Billy. I think they push him and eventually wear him down, man. Stop his ass. I think Pacheco, when he showed me against Trevor McCumbee, is like when he facing those punchers, those big punchers, he's too cautious, man. And then Billy just gonna push him back the whole fight. Brooklyn Hit, he said, Ben versus Eubanks, Martinez versus Billy, fight of the year debate. Yeah, man. C. Pacino said, Pacheco too small, respectfully. Yo, Pacheco like taller than all them dudes, but I get what you saying. Yeah, he not muscling those guys. They gonna push him around the ring. That's what I think, man. Shawa said Ben versus Eubank can get my vote. Yeah, like the thing about Ben and Eubank was it had suspense, it had build up, it had so much things that Lester and Billy didn't have. And I'm not saying Lester and Billy couldn't have that. It's just, Eubank and Ben had like way past, like this shit was boiling before they even, when they were kids, man, didn't even know. They had their fathers who had fought. And Billy and Lester, this is a Guatemalan and then a Cameroon guy who fights out of Canada. Like they don't have anything aligned in it really because there's no rivalry there. But you know what I'm saying? They definitely we knew what was gonna happen between Lester and Billy. We knew it was gonna be fireworks. Define Honorary says Ulysses Iglesias gonna take over 68 in about a year or two. Watch. Okay. All right. Shawa said Diego getting stopped. Yeah, he might, man. And Henri saying Yoani doing it at 160. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he can do that for Yoani Hernandez. He's a beast, man. He's a beast. I like him, bro. I really do like him. Shout out to G Man in the building. What's going on? He said, I don't think Pacheco is that as the goods in my opinion just yet. Nah, man, and I'm not even mad at you because I really like I was here for the live chat for the Pacheco McCumbee, and I felt like, that was Pacheco's time to show us he's arrived by stopping McCumbee. That's what he had to do. Caleb Plant stopped McCumbee. I think he did. I should check that and make sure he did, but I'm pretty sure Caleb Plant stopped McCumbee. If not, Caleb Plant made his victory look way better than Diego Pacheco's. I feel like Trevor McCumbee was like, there for the picking. And Jacob Pacheco, he didn't look great against him. And that kind of, for me at least, was like, damn, he ain't ready, man. You're supposed to be knocking this dude out. Like, you're supposed to stop this dude. You had him cut in like the second round. And yeah, see, Caleb Plant stopped Trevor McCumbee. And yeah, you couldn't even deal with that man like that. So it's one of them things where we'll see, bro. We'll see, bro. Oh, my brother, he asked me if I'm coming out to Vegas next month. Oh, shoot. Let me see, because I think I got some time off for Thanksgiving. Ah, shoot. My bad, yo. Oh, also, did you guys know that Brandon Adams and Sergey Boychuk, they said on the telecast that both those guys are signed to TKO Group. So I was like, oh, okay. That's what's up. So TKO has Brandon Adams and they got Sergey. Oh man, we'll see how that goes though. I think for sure Brandon Adams gonna get some more opportunities with TKO Group. He's gonna need it. He's gonna need it for sure. My man, Birdman said Pacheco didn't stop Steven Nelson and Reiko did. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's crazy, right? Progress Diaz, yeah, they all did. Yes, Progress and Diaz was good, man. That was a good fight. We did not expect that. Yeah, DFG, yeah. Fulgrim and Beck the Bully was a good fight. We've gotten some good fights. We got some good fights, man. I'm just gonna take a moment here, pay a little homage to Border Wars, TBV Nation. My man Justin Yancey, he sent me over some of his sparring footage. And I told him, man, I play on the show, bro. I'm a big fan of Justin Yancey. He is in the red shorts. I just noticed they both had red headgear. First I was gonna say red headgear. But the black gloves, Justin Yancey. Oh, cameraman not doing his thing. Justin Yancey, he's fighting on the Border Wars card in Atlanta, November. It's good to see guys like in the boxing community, getting in the ring and throwing it, not just talking online. So shout out to Justin Yancey. He's been doing his thing. Um, he's a guy who shows love to my channel, supports me and what I do. So I'm for sure gonna support him and what he does, man, because he said he's trying to go pro at some point. And he's a good fighter, man. I watched his last fight in the Border Wars. You can see he looks mad relaxed. Like for guys to be um in this type of like amateur environment to be this calm, it ain't easy for everybody. But he is very calm in that ring, and that's kind of the first thing is composure, bro. Having composure in that ring is crazy. See Yancey. Yeah, bro, he's got the white boots on. Yeah, he's got the white boots on. My other guy here has like shoes on, runners. He's wearing the black gloves, Justin Yancey. Nah, he's a good fighter, man. I like Justin, man. He's doing his thing. And I got another fighter, man. Let me try to pull him up. My guy who's fighting Tip Bayless. My man Michael. I think he sent me his stuff too, man. Or was it Tip Bayless who sent it to me? I thought Michael sent me his stuff too. Maybe not. Oh, he did. Michael Bowie. Oh, his is on YouTube though. Guess I could play it. Just don't flag us, YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody who's tuning in, man. Thanks for smashing that like button. Shout out to the Border Wars guys who's definitely doing their thing, man. See Pacino, you joining Border Wars, bro? You fighting in this one? Yeah, man. Yancey, yeah. Said email the footage. Yeah, bro. I'll play it on the next show or half boxing. I probably got to download it or something. Define Honorary said box. Your Rozicki's fighting in about. Yeah, man. Yeah, Rozicki's ready, man. I'll see if I can get Rozicki on before he fights, man. I mean, me and him are pretty tight. He's a cool dude, man. He in the 6 now, so I'll try to get in contact with him, see if I can get him on, man. Plenty of pros will be wound up and loading up. That's great quality. Yeah. Yeah, man. Nah, I like to see when the guys get in the ring and do it. We can all talk online about everything, but you got to get in the ring and show it. Man. These guys, they be out here talking too much. Crazy. But yeah, that Lester and Billy was definitely the best fight. But shout out to Crawford and Canelo. 41 million people tuned in on Netflix. That's a great number for boxing. Anytime we need the eyes in the sport, we always need the eyes. And shout out to those guys, man. They did right by us because they didn't give us a snooze fest. They gave us a good fight. But I can't believe I'm seeing this narrative, y'all. And let me know if you guys are seeing it. But people are saying that Terence Crawford was running. And I think this is just coming from a Canelo fan base that couldn't live with the defeat, of Terence Crawford winning. So they got to associate it with running, and I just I look at it crazy, man. Like, how could Terence Crawford be running when Canelo ain't throwing no punches? You know what I'm saying? Like, Canelo wasn't throwing no punches, man. So I mean, people gotta stop with that narrative. Shout out to my guy AC in the building. What's going on, brother?
Yeah, what's good, bro? What's good, Ryan? Salute to everybody in the chat and everything. There's two things I just want to say. Number one, I don't count what happened to So Cold as a stoppage, not by any means necessary, because at the very worst, it should have been a standing 8 count. So Cold looked
Mm.
that man in the face, and the dude had his arm, and he said, "I'm all right, let's go, let's go." So Cold was trying to show him, "Yeah, I'm walking to show you what's up," and the dude ran behind him, waving his hand, "Steven, Steven, it's over, it's over." It's like, what? That was
Yeah.
that shit was a tragedy right there. That's we can't consider that as a stoppage. Uh, as far as Pacheco goes, um, McCumbee is a guy to me that you have some of these fighters. They may not be that great, but they know how to pick and choose who's gonna stop them. I don't mind getting stopped by this guy, but this motherfucker definitely not gonna stop me. I'm not gonna get stopped, because if I get stopped by this guy, that really fucks up my chances. So I
Yeah.
think McCumbee knew that going in, and he fought a fight not to get knocked down. And you gotta also give Pacheco the criticism, because it was like we clearly seen you take your foot off the gas. We seen
Right, right.
we seen you clearly throw better punch selection. So I don't know if it was McCumbie's feet or whatever, but that wasn't one of your best performances. Uh, and things like that. Billy and Martinez fight, amazing fight to watch. Definitely, we have a real fight of the year debate when it comes down to the Eubanks and the Billy fight. Both of those are like, I wouldn't be mad if anybody chose either one of those as whatever. Billy's strategy in that fight was, I gotta applaud him. He went to an old school strategy. Okay, you're getting outworked, you're getting outboxed, so steal the ends of the round. Leave that
Yeah,
to
yeah, he was doing that. Yeah.
I was like, yo, wow. Gotta shout out his corner for that, though. Gotta shout out his corner for that. Because if he was just a little bit more technically sound, I think he would have walked away with the victory. I kind of had Martinez up. You feel what I'm saying? But I said, you know what? I think they're gonna call this shit a draw, and if it's a draw, I ain't mad at it. You feel what I'm saying? Because I was texting my boy while we was watching the fight and things like that. But as far as Canelo and Crawford, um, I stayed 10 toes down on the things that I was saying, that I felt that Canelo Alvarez was tailor made. Yes, you're a legendary fighter. Yes, you're a hell of a fighter and everything. But none of that shit matters when you have two elite fighters, and one of the elite fighters stylistically is kind of tailor made for the other guy. That will nullify a lot of things, and that's why, for me, I was just like, if it's a unanimous decision, all right, cool. But I think Bud is going to go for the stoppage, because that'll really put the icing on the cake. And as we all watched, I think it was going into that eighth or ninth round where we heard the announcers talking about it. Looks like both these guys' strategy is to stop each other.
Yeah, they
So
went for it. They did go
yeah,
for it.
yeah, exactly. So for me, anybody who's trying to say the headbutt was dirty, nah, that's because they both kind of fell into each other. Bud was trying to set something up, which was that uppercut, and then try to hit him with the hook and roll out and leave Canelo back on the wall, and probably try to, you know, throw mad punches on him at that point to try to force the TKO. But he got the headbutt, and that fucked up the game plan. as far as this weird narrative of Terence Crawford running, I was on a panel last night on Slick Joint, and some dude came up there and he was like, "How we gonna call that this?" And the man wouldn't stand in front of him. He ran. I was like, "Bro, I don't know what you're talking about. He beat Canelo in every area."
Yeah,
I,
bro. Yeah, yeah.
I
I don't get it,
struggled.
man.
I struggled to give Canelo one round, but I could see where if someone made the argument of the fifth round to give Canelo that round, I could see your argument for that. You feel what I'm saying? But I outworked you in the beginning, but because you pressed, that means you had ring generalship. You pressed him that whole round, and you caught him with those with like those five straights you was catching him with. So it's like, all right, you could. Does that? Yeah, all right. I could see the fifth round. Other than that, it's just like the other four rounds. People trying to say, I'm like, please just tell me which rounds those were, and I don't know. I really don't know. But I didn't see anybody running. I can't use it of running because, in my opinion, what he did, I outworked you, and then I outmaneuvered you to, as part of boxing science, is to get your opponent to do what you want him to do and not what he wants to do. And that was to have Canelo follow him and hopefully walk to something. And you've seen those things were kind of happening, but Canelo is so solid in his defense on that night that it was like, wow. You could say Bud you could say Bud beat him easily or whatever or masterclass, but that just shows you how great Canelo was because how great the fight was and the performance was on both the guys because both of them were very sound. In my opinion, you feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I could say this: that Canelo that showed up to fight Terence Crawford, I'll put anybody in front of that Canelo right there, and he gonna stop him.
Okay,
Conditioning wasn't
damn.
an issue. Conditioning wasn't an issue. All the talking points of Canelo ass around the seventh, nah, none of that bullshit happened because them niggas
That's
started
true.
throwing leather. They started throwing leather from the seventh, eighth, and ninth. They was throwing heavy leather. Really, from the seventh to the 12th, they was throwing leather. They were fighting in the pocket and shit like that. So I don't take nothing away from Canelo. It's just you're facing the number one pound for pound guy in the world, and he's a hybrid. I mean, that's where I land my plane, bro. I see old boy got the bud jump on this thing.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, now it can.
Oh, okay, cool. I agree. I agree essentially. I mean, I had a 10-2. I don't know how you guys had it. Um, but I enjoyed the fight. I just what I didn't want to see was a boring ass, coasting type of fight, and that wasn't the case. So I definitely appreciate them both for that one. It was very entertaining. Um, and Canelo did try to win, bro. Like I can't take that away from him. He did try to catch him with the left hook in the exit a bunch of times, which I was kind of concerned. And then Bud Crawford stood there and fought with him a couple of times. That definitely got my palms sweaty. But other than that, bro, like finally we can put to bed this whole BS about Bud's resume and overrated and whatever the case may be. Thank God.
Yeah, man. I agree with you. Hey, yo, AC, I'm gonna bring somebody else up, my man. You got any
Yeah,
closing
for sure.
statements?
No, I'm good, bro. You can bring it up. I'll be in the back. I'll be in the chat.
All right, my brother, man. My man, the mad scientist. What's going on, man?
And what it do, what you're saying, what it want, it's your favorite, get your most hated odd fella. Salute, Ryan Frazier, boxing talk up north, you know what I mean?
I
Um,
appreciate
I
you,
had to
man.
I had to pull up, show support to my Canadian brother. You know what? It's the first time. You know what I mean? I've been on YouTube for years, like and watching boxing content for years on YouTube, and this is the first time that I've actually graced a fellow Canadian's platform. So salute to you for that. You know what I
Man, I
mean?
appreciate
I
that.
love what you're doing over here. I
Let's
love what you're
go.
doing over here. Doing, you know what I mean? Gracing the TBV stage as well. You know what I mean? Being part of that community and adding on to that. So yeah, much love to you, bro. Much love to you. I just wanted to chime in on the whole Stevie Nelson debacle. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
it is a debacle. You know what I mean? I see the one brother in the chat said he got stopped. And I kind of disagree with that. You know what I mean? Because I don't think Stevie got stopped. I think the referee stopped it. You know what I
Yeah, he
mean?
did.
And it's weird. It's weird because usually you got to go to the UK to see that type of shit. We have a phrase called a UK stoppage when the referee comes in and essentially stops the fight for no reason. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And this is what happened. But usually in a UK stoppage in the UK, what it usually happens for the A side opponent. Last time I checked, Stevie Nelson was the A side. I ain't never heard of no Reiko what was it, Reiko Santana or something like that.
Santana. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I ain't never heard of him before. You know what I mean? But
That's facts.
yeah, he came in like he was the A side and got the quick stoppage. You know what I mean? So, at the end of the day, that was that referee needs to be reprimanded and checked, and he needs to divulge some type of explanation why he saw fit to stop Stevie Nelson at that point, because I don't think he was out on his feet. Yes, he might have been buzzed. Yes, he was taking a couple punches, but it seems like it's a problem in the sport that keeps rearing its ugly head every now and then. I guess you could say, where's the standing 8 count?
Yeah,
We
I
don't see
mean,
enough standing 8 counts out here. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And I think that was a perfect situation where the referee could have gave Stevie Nelson a standing out 8 count, asked him to move to the left, move to the right. You know what I mean? Make sure his eyes were good instead of just taking it upon himself and say, you know what, yeah, you done for the night. You
Yeah.
done for the night. Like, yeah, I ain't feeling that. So yeah, the referee needs to be checked on that, in my opinion. But I'll land the plane.
What you think about the rest of the night, man? What you think about Boachuk, Adams?
Shout out Brandon Adams. I keep on calling him Brian Adams like he Canadian. So but yeah, shout out Brandon Adams, because yeah, he won me a nice little piece of change. You know what I mean? Nice little piece of change I put down on him, some shillings, and then yeah, he came back with it. You know what I mean? But nice fight. Impressive look for Brandon Adams, recovering off of that, what I would deem as a controversial loss against Casitas, or Cats, I like to call him out there in Houston. But yeah, it was a nice rebound. Boachuk has been officially exposed for being limited. And he might be the most limited fighter I've seen come out of the Ukrainian boxing school ever.
That's true. That is true.
Like, his footwork is horrible. You know what I mean? So good win for Brandon Adams. Jermaine Franklin was lucky to get that. I thought it was a gift. I would have scored it a draw, in my opinion. That fight was trash.
That was an ugly fight, man. That was a downer.
hella ugly fight, you know what I mean? And both of them disappointed me, because low key I was expecting to see a little bit more from Daichko, but Daichko showed himself to be an absolute front runner. Because once round 4 came around, the man had nothing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, the man was starting to like blow, and the punches had no creativity, the combinations, nothing. So and Billy Lester Martinez, absolute great fight.
Yo,
I'm kind of cheesed because you brought it up. You brought it up earlier, man. How is Billy the interim champion, but this is a 10-round fight?
Yeah,
Brother, we was robbed of 2 rounds. You know what I mean?
Yo,
We
trust
dropped
me,
the 2
we
rounds.
For
needed 2
real.
rounds.
For real.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I thought it was a great fight. I didn't score the fight. Like you know how you be when you watching a fight and you be scoring a fight the first 2 rounds and then the shit gets so dramatic that you just get lost in the sauce.
Mhm.
Those were this was one of them fights, you know what I mean? Like you get lost in the sauce because there's so much drama and there's so much action. And I kind of scored the fight in a sense. It's probably not the best criteria to score a fight, but who got hurt the most
Yeah.
was my kind of casual way of scoring the fight. And I felt that Billy was getting hurt more, uh, wobbled more and more, stung more than Lester in the fight. So I kind of had Lester edging it, but I wasn't mad at the draw. Definitely, I wasn't mad at the draw. I ain't even trying to speak on Callum Walsh and Fernando Vargas Jr. I'm still upset that was the co-main. I mean, I'm upset that was the co-main. That damn near put me to sleep. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
put me out for the master class. You know what I mean? But
I
luckily
know,
I
man.
managed to stay up and was able to witness the master class that Bud put on. All facets of boxing was showing in that display. And I'm even impressed by the speed. His ability to go up in weight, still maintain the weight, but still maintain the speed. Because he was inside the pocket, throwing accurate, precise combinations to
Mhm.
the body and head, chest of Canelo. The subtleties were beautiful. The subtleties of defense rolling into uppercuts and transitioning into offense was absolute beautiful. This is whether so like I was saying on because I usually rock with the usual suspects. I'm on the bullshitting on the Beltway. Usual
Mhm.
suspect Sundays with the Houston hard hitter, and I spoke on this. And I was like, yo, I see so much videos out there from content creators breaking down the science, the sweet science of
Yeah.
what Bud was doing because it was that sweet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I was glad to witness it. It was a beautiful spectacle in and outside the ring. The Legion Stadium really showed out. A great venue for uh, a big boxing event like that. I was kind of down on the production level of Netflix, you know what I mean, for that particular fight. But yeah, that takes nothing away from the masterclass performance I saw from Bud, though.
Yeah, man. That was Bud be stepping up in his big fights, man. He definitely shows up. That's for sure.
It was so bad. It was like I was saying, the only thing you could say about Canelo is, hey, he got a chin on him.
Yeah,
That's
hell
all you
yeah.
can say about him. You know what I mean? That like, he got washed so bad, you could just talk about Canelo's chin.
Nah, man.
So
That's why I'm like, people talking about Crawford gonna knock him out. I don't know, man, because I ain't never seen Canelo be hurt. Like that dude he got an iron chin, like you said, man.
all
Oh
facts.
man. That's true, man.
All
Oh man.
facts.
Callum Walsh, though, I just think Callum Walsh not it, man. I mean, I see what they're trying to do with him, make him the next Conor McGregor, but at least Conor McGregor was like 2-time double champ, wasn't he? Like a 2 division champ in UFC, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of charismatic as fuck though.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he sells his tickets by his mouth, man.
No, but at one time he was double champ when he beat Eddie Alvarez. He had simultaneously the 145
Yeah,
and 155 belt.
yeah, he was actually big and accomplished. Like Callum Walsh, I don't think he can ever win a belt at 54, man. I just think it's too many guys there that could beat him.
You know how big you are when your press conferences are packed like that.
Who, McGregor's?
Yeah.
No, you're right, bro. He went band for band with Floyd, bro.
Yeah.
Like he was making Floyd look bad in some of them press conferences.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, he made Floyd put down the backpack and traded in for a purse. I mean, yeah, Conor McGregor got some influence. Trust me.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
you do, man. And I don't think Callum Walsh is that, but they trying to
No.
do it.
Not even.
Even that guy that's from Saudi who Birdman mentioned here, Muhammad Akil, I felt like he's not. He ain't it
Alakel.
either. They gotta stop pushing him, man, because that dude put hands on him at the end of the fight.
You know they're gonna push him. You know that.
He's at
Yeah,
132, man.
that's Big Turk's son. You know what I mean? He gave him a nice little spot on the card, but that was a
Yeah.
fight. Yeah, you could fold the laundry to that, roll the blunts. You know what I mean? Take the dog out for a walk during that. Yeah, I wasn't interested in that. Muhammad Ali Kel.
I never even heard about a fighter from Saudi Arabia. I don't think.
Well,
Yeah,
I get what he's trying to do, but this ain't the guy, man. I mean, he's 6-1. He only got one stoppage, and everybody he faces like got bad records, bro.
yeah.
He's supposed to stop everybody.
I would have understood it on the preliminaries. They could have put that
Right.
on the preliminaries and bumped up Brandon Adams and Boyacek on the main card,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
And I don't like this is obviously Turkey Al-Sheikh's influence because this guy fought a 10-rounder, bro. Like, look how long it took Abdullah Mason to get a 10-rounder. And he's the
Yes.
goods. He's the
Oh
goods,
yeah.
Abdullah. It took him a minute to get a 10. Like, this dude already got a 10 in his 6th fight. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy work. Cause last time I checked, I ain't know he had no accolades. Like he got
For
no
real.
gold medal, silver medal. Like you fast tracking this dude, like he, you know what I mean, like he done something. Nah, bro.
Yeah. Wow. He skipped from a 6 to a 10. So he missed the 8. They skipped over the 8. That's wild. Wow. I don't know what they're doing, but obviously that's Turk's guy, man. He's in a rough division too. 130's it's got some good players there.
He
You
does
got
have
Ray.
Abel Sanchez in his corner, who I think is a great trainer. But
Abel's a good trainer, yeah. No
Yeah.
doubt. But I mean your trainer can't fight for you, man. And that Floyd told us that he can't fight for him. Abel's good influence, but I don't think he'll pan out to be what Turkey Al-Sheikh's trying to make him, man. I don't know, man. Shout out to Shawaz. She said he was supposed to mop Vargas. Yeah. Yeah, Cal Moss was supposed to knock out Vargas, man.
yeah, he was favored in everything. That's why Vargas was essentially the B side, right? In that fight. So. And yeah, I agree with what you said about. I'm still pissed that was the co-main, bro. To be honest.
Yeah. I think they could have did better.
The Mbili fight, I had it 5-5 personally. I think Mbili started and won essentially the first half of the fight, and then I had Lester coming around for the second half of the fight. So I scored a bunch of swing rounds, but I had it 5-5.
Yeah, lots of swing rounds for sure, man. That was a good ass fight, man. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every minute of it. Those guys were just throwing it back and forth, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Indeed. So I kind of hinted at in the chat earlier. Or not even hinted at. I made the statement saying that I wouldn't mind seeing Bud next, getting his money, getting the bag, and packing up Ilia Topuria. You know what I mean?
That's a UFC dude.
That's the number one, not just the UFC dude. He's the number one pound for pound in the UFC.
Yeah.
Okay. And not only is he the number one pound for pound in the UFC, he has a boxing style.
Yep.
He has a boxing style. Now, in my opinion, because I'm a casual MMA viewer. You know what I mean? I'm a hardcore boxing viewer, but a casual MMA viewer. When I watch Ilia Topuria, the boy has hands, and he has hands on the next level to what we would see from Conor McGregor, I would say.
Okay.
So with that being said, to me, it makes somewhat for an interesting fight that could be easily made because we know Bud is locked up with Turkey for the next couple fights or whatever. Uh, and Turkey is locked up with Dana White, and Dana White can easily make that crossover fight for some big dollars, whether it's on Netflix or whether it's in this new looming deal with Paramount Plus.
Mm.
So, what y'all think about that?
I'll tell you why. I'll give you two reasons why I think the fight does not happen.
Go
And
ahead.
I do like the fight because I'm the biggest Ilya fan and I'm the biggest Bud fan. So I like the fight. But the reason why I don't think it's going to happen, number one, I don't think it's going to be nearly as big as Floyd and McGregor. I think that's what Dana White thinks because unfortunately, Bud Crawford is not that big. Maybe he is now, but for whatever reason, don't ask me, he hasn't been that as big as he should be, right? You can point to his personality if you want to, whatever the case may be.
Let's give a
I
pause right there, bro. How isn't he that big when he just proved
Mhm.
with Canelo they just did 70,000,
Right.
41 million on Netflix?
No, I understand that, but Floyd was consistently, doing numbers before he got to by the time he got the McGregor fight, right? And is this before the Pacquiao fight? No, I'm sorry. Pacquiao was
McGregor
before.
was
So
after.
I'm saying, like, Floyd has been consistently, selling out and doing all those pay-per-views and everything. Bud Crawford just got to that level, is what I'm saying, But Bud Crawford, as I remember, was not. Again, don't ask me. I think he was under promoted personally, but uh, Bud should be 10 times the star that he is. Um, Before the Canelo and the Spence fight. That's how I view it. But nevertheless, we can disagree on that point. And the second reason for me is I don't think Dana's gonna do that again. I don't think Dana's gonna do the crossover fight again because I don't think Dana wants to give his UFC roster, I guess, the illusion that they can do this consistently.
Yeah.
The McGregor and Mayweather, that was a one-off. He said it a million times. That's why he wouldn't allow Francis Ngannou to do it, for example, because he doesn't. He wants his guys to remain, MMA, UFC, and everything. He doesn't want to be doing the crossover stuff. That's what I heard him say.
Nah, you
Mm.
know
And
why?
Ilya,
You know
and by the
why?
way, on the flip side, Ilya Topuria is not as big as Conor McGregor was either. Like
No,
as
he's
I
not.
say, I make the analogy both ways. I forgot to tell you that. Ilya, whatever, maybe because he's from Georgia, living in Spain, or whatever the case may be, he's not nearly as big as McGregor was back in those days. So that's what I would say.
Yeah. And
So,
like
okay, go
UFC,
ahead.
like Dana White, he don't want his guys to see the boxing money, man. Cause like when they go over there, they see the splits. He's like, that's why he's trying to mess with the Muhammad Ali Act and get
Exactly.
that revoked. He's like, cause everything's up front. Where in the UFC, it's just you take what you get pretty much. But in boxing, there's splits over here, bro. There's percents. And he don't like his guys seeing all that money, especially when he's like, yo, these guys looking at it like, shoot, these guys are making way more money than us. Then, we're kicking each other in the head and shit, and breaking each
Exactly.
other's limbs. He's like, yo, it's just not a good look for Dana White. So I think when Conor did that, because even Conor, when he made his way back to the UFC, he told Dana, I'm not coming back unless I get a percentage of pay-per-view. I get this. He started acting like a boxer. He was like, I need splits. And I don't blame him, man. So
But
that's why I
brothers,
think
it's a new world. It's not a pay-per-view world anymore.
now it's streaming, but still, when the fighters can see them guarantees that Netflix is gonna put up, the UFC fighters, they don't get to see that because the way their league's contracted. We got a law over here that tells us you have to show the splits. So all the
Yeah,
money's out there. Dana
yeah,
White
that's
don't
that's
like
a
that.
valid point. That's a valid point.
But I don't know, man. I
He
think
might not
Dana
like
gets
that,
fight.
but he got a partner that do.
Yeah, Turkey Al Sheik don't care. Yeah, Turkey don't care about that shit. You
Okay,
got to.
so what y'all think? What should Canelo do next? In my opinion, because you saw that tweet. You probably saw that tweet, Ryan, in
Which one?
regards to Turk tweeting out if Benavidez could come down to 168.
Oh yeah.
So the way I see that is like when you take over the throne, you don't take over the sins of the past king. And
That's true.
Canelo's sins was, in my opinion, ducking David Benavidez. So that's not on Bud to avenge that for Canelo.
Word.
That's for Canelo to avenge that for
That's a
himself.
great point.
So
Yeah.
I feel that in order for Canelo to somewhat restore his legacy to where it was before Bud or somewhere close to it, he needs to
Yeah.
rectify that. He needs to deal with that Benavidez situation. He needs to do it for the culture, in the dig, for the
For real.
Mexican culture.
Nah, you right,
Um,
man.
but what y'all think Canelo should do next, though?
Oh, I
A good
think
question.
go to the UK, fight Hamza Shiraz, knock him out, and then Benavidez in May, Cinco de Mayo, bring it to the Azteca.
Mm.
I don't know. I'm not so. I hear you, and you're not wrong. That's not a bad move, but I think it's Eubank. I think Eubank is the
A
best
bigger
move.
name.
Um, the thing with Eubank is that he's got the second one with Conor Ben coming up, and if that turns out to be one-on-one, they're going for the trilogy. So that's there's too many ifs to go around with Eubank. Hamza, I think, is a little more dangerous than Eubank. That's why I think it should be Eubank.
Yeah,
You cannot even risk going 0-2, bro. Like Hamza got the power, got the youth, got the height, got the reach. Yeah, it's something wrong with that picture.
I agree.
Uh, yeah,
Eubanks the lower risk, high
Mhm.
reward fight.
Yeah, for sure.
Ryan, we can't sleep on Eubank now. He the cash cow in the middleweight, super middleweight
Yo,
division. He
he
over
is.
there getting
Yeah,
bags over there in the UK.
he
I
is the
mean,
name
and
around there.
and I forgot to tell you one more thing. Eubank has been obviously way more banged up than Hamza has.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, definitely. If you can get Eubank, obviously, if they go for the trilogy or something, you don't want to sit around with nothing. So better have a good plan B. Could be Hamza, but plan A to me, if I'm Team Canelo, I'm going for Eubank.
Yeah, man, for sure. That's definitely yeah, man. I think he's gonna go to the UK though and fight one of those guys, and then Mexico, and then retire.
He did
mm,
mention that he wanted to fight in the UK so that it will be 4 countries that he's fought on, right? USA, Saudi, Mexico, and now UK. So
Right.
uh, yeah, go for that. I can think of anything else because before the fight I was thinking maybe they do a rematch, right? But I don't think that's even a thought at this point. So nah.
So who does Crawford fight next?
Oof, Charlo, in my opinion, should be Charlo.
Well, Big Charlie
Um,
or Little Charlie?
but I don't mind Big Charlo, but I don't mind
Small
the 160 move. I think the 160 move is better.
against the champion.
Yes, get
who,
yourself.
Janabek?
Ooh,
Janibek to me is probably the toughest of them all. Stylistic, I think he beats everybody, right? But stylistically, I think I would go for Adames first, and or Lara just because of the age, right? And leave Janibek for second or third. But whoever comes first, if it's Janibek first, go for it.
wait, you want him to undispute another division?
Yes.
Then fight Bivol, man. Don't Bivol got like 3 belts?
No, he was stripped. He's not undisputed anymore. Benavides got the WBC, I think, or the IB. I don't remember.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's the quickest way. Bivol got like 3.
Yeah, but Bivol is injured right now, and he's not doing anything. I mean, I
Hell
don't
yeah,
know, maybe,
perfect lineup, bro. Bivol's injured. Talking about moving up, so he gonna be weight drained.
but he shut down the 175 move. I
He there
remember
for
Bud
the
Crawford
picking,
said, he ain't interested in going up there that high.
bro. He said the same thing about Canelo. Look what that man did. Look what that man did.
Yeah.
Nah, I think Bivol, like if you fight Bivol, man, Bivol don't knock people out, so it wouldn't be like danger.
It's without a doubt the toughest matchup stylistically than all of the
It'd be a
possible.
chess match for sure.
Because that pendulum style, bro, that boy got that shit in his sleep, bro. So I don't know, man. Movement like that, and long like that, and tall like that. That's
They
bad
got the
news,
same
bro.
reach. They had the same reach.
He's in Canelo type footwork, guys. This is something else. So I don't, nah, I don't like that fight for Bud Crawford. Actually, I prefer the Benavides. If you tell me Bivol or Benavides for Bud Crawford, give me Benavides all day long, bro.
Well, I think he beats them both. That's what I'm saying. Bivol first.
Probably, yeah.
Like I like Bivol too, but man, I can't bet against this dude.
Nah, no way. Me
He
neither.
made this Canelo fight look too easy. Like I know Canelo's on the decline, but I didn't think it was that bad.
Shit, he fights Jao Petaya. I might just be rooting for Bud Crawford too, bro. It's no way, you're betting against that man. But
I'm not saying that, but
I'm just saying what's. Nah, I'm just
That's a
messing
little
around.
bit too
No,
far
no, no, I'm messing
fetched.
around. I'm just messing around. But the
I
160 I
ain't
do
that
like.
Bud fan.
The 160 move to me is the one that I like the most. Just me, just me.
All right, so 160. Yeah, nah, that make him 6th division champ, man. That's some
Yeah.
crazy stuff.
Now
6th
the
division
problem
champ, 3-time undisputed.
the problem is that you got three different dudes holding belts, so that's three fights before
Yeah,
you get undisputed. So 1-2 years, is what it's gonna take. Best case scenario, no injury, no pulling out, no nothing.
my man, LA in the building. He said, you see Virgil talking about Bud at 160. Yeah, Virgil trying to run at a 154 before it gets hot. Nah, Virgil not gonna fight Bud, man. Come on. Virgil had his chance.
Better stay the hell away from Bakram, Virgil. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, Virgil, man, he got Lubin problems. He better beat
Oh yeah,
Lubin.
Lubin might get him, bro. Lubin,
Yeah,
Lubin get him.
Lubin's a good fighter.
Yep. Lubin's been on a nice little run too.
Mm-hmm.
Has Lubin?
Resume's deep.
It is deep. But the question that I have with Lubin is, has he been in too many wars at this point? Because yeah, he beat Andrea Holmes, and that wasn't a war. But obviously, the KO against Charlo, he was too green, whatever the case may be. But the Fundora fight and the Ramos fight,
Yeah, Fundora fight
those
was
can
great.
those will take some of you, So,
Yeah,
but
the
here we are.
Ramos fight. Yeah, that was a good
Yeah,
fight.
he battle tested though.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't know if well, I guess Virgil, he got off the canvas twice. I respect that.
Yeah, he got a gift against Boychuk. Let's be real.
He did. And he
Yo, he
struggled
did.
a lot against Madrimov. I know that he waned at the end of the fight, but on the first half of the fight, bro, he looked lost as hell in there. Yeah, not my cup of tea, Virgil. Not at all.
Damn, you don't like Virgil?
Nah.
Oh, because he was talking to your Puerto Rican brethren, Xander. He's talking shit about Xander.
Yeah, you're trying to get my boy young. Not gonna happen. Nice try though.
Oh man. Hey, my man said Boots scary ass 160 would be nice too. Nah, man, Boots gonna fight the guys. Don't worry about Boots, man. Shawwa said being a 6th division champ is already a great feat, but undisputed is a lot. Yeah. I mean, how many 6th division champs we got, man? Was it Oscar. I know Oscar's one.
Um,
Manny
Pacquiao is,
Pacquiao.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't think there's too many. That list is small.
Uh-huh.
it is.
Yo, man.
Especially taking into account that back in the day there weren't that many divisions to begin with. You know, the jump from division to division was like 16 pounds back in the day. It wasn't like 3 or 4 nowadays.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the lower weights though, is 3 or 4, right? Once you get past like 47, they're bigger jumps, like 7 pounds.
Yeah, that's
Six,
true. Still, it was like
6 and
twice
then
back in the
8.
day. It was
Yeah.
147, and if you wanted to jump, it was 160.
Right.
It wasn't, you know. So yeah.
Yeah, there was no 54. Yeah. Yep.
Nah, you gotta put credence when you have a fighter that started at lightweight and champion at lightweight, and now is a champion, undisputed champion at super middleweight. You got to put real credence on that. That's
Yeah.
a wide gap, and not you see in the midget weights or the little weights the the pounds increase by like 4 pounds and shit in some instances and shit. So you got to put more credence on what Bud's doing from lightweight to essentially super middleweight. 135 to 168 is a nice little gap.
Oh, for sure, man. Not easy at all, or else, we'd see more guys do it.
Nah, yeah, he's 1-on-1. Yeah, he's just definitely a generational, special type of talent.
He is 1-on-1 for sure.
Because and it's not only the talent, it's the temperament. Because I think Mel Charlo has the talent, but he ain't had the temperament when he got in that ring with Canelo. He rolled over.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That is true, man.
So,
that is true.
But Ryan, I thank you for having me on the platform and whatnot.
Oh, for sure, brother.
And I definitely I have subscribed, and I definitely will be back to cook this good boxing talk up with you.
Hell yeah, man.
So
I appreciate you, brother.
And what's the other brother's name on the panel?
It's my man, Define Honorary.
Salute to you, Define Honorary.
Hey, nice to meet you, man.
From PR, man.
All the way from Puerto Rico, indeed, man. I mean, salute.
Salute to you too, bro. Nice to meet
you. Yeah, respect. Y'all have a good evening. It's a Usual Suspect team. Y'all can catch me on usualsuspect6.com or on YouTube, US6 Sports and Entertainment Hub. We got some a lot of boxing content populated on that channel right there. So
what's the name of the YouTube channel?
US6. So yeah, US6 Sports and Entertainment Hub.
Gotcha.
Yeah, US6 Sports and Entertainment Hub. We got a lot of boxing content, and we actually had a dope fighter picks. We had a bunch of fighters come up on the show on Friday and give their picks on Canelo Crawford. So yeah, y'all go check that out. But salute to everybody.
Is your screen name TWR?
Yeah, I have my own channel as well.
I'll give you a wrench though, so you can drop your link in the chat of your channel.
Yeah. All right, respect. Yeah, because I'll definitely be a regular over here. Real. That's what's up. All right, stay blessed.
I appreciate you, brother, man.
You too.
Indeed.
Big irony, man. How was the stream for you in PR? It was good.
Yeah. No once did it glitch or crashed or whatever the case may be. Which I can't say the same about other streaming platforms, but Netflix definitely did the job.
Man. I think the first thing I noticed was like, damn, like Allegiant it just looks like a perfect setting for that fight, for like super fights. Like you gonna
Yes.
get these big events, it should be in Allegiant, man. Like that just it looked electric in there. Like and shout out to Crawford, man, coming out with the suitcase, yeah, the mariachi bed. I was like, let's go. My man pulling out a little Mayweather trick out of his hat.
Yes. That was sweet.
Uh,
That
I
was sweet.
think Steven Nelson posted on his social. It was inspired by the movie Desperado, I believe it is. He
Yes.
said, "Yeah, so that was pretty cool." Steven Nelson, man, he's definitely a man, a jack of all trades, yo. For him
Uh
to be a boxer and to be a designer like that,
yeah.
um, shout out to that man. Like, he always got Crawford looking crazy, but it's always got a good story behind it. Like the Spence was the fishnet, and now here you got the
Exactly.
the Mexican guy with all the tools in the guitar. He's coming here to take out Canelo, and yeah, man, I'm pretty sure the Mexicans they weren't happy with that, but it
They'll
adds
be okay.
adds the suspense to the event, yo.
Of course.
Makes
You
it
can
fun,
come out
makes
the
it
way you
fun.
want to come out, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And then Canelo, he came out with I, I don't know if you noticed, bro. He wore the same shorts he fought Triple G in. He was taking this serious. I mean, he came out
Mm,
in the King Nello black shorts,
okay. I
coming
didn't
out.
know that.
Yeah, man, those the same joints. Well, I think he changed them up a bit, but it had like the same like suede black that he wore against Triple G. I think it was the second fight when he told Triple G to meet him in the ring, in the center of the ring. And that was the fight where I was like,
Okay.
damn, like he's backing Triple G up. Like, yo, Nello wasn't playing around. So I was a little like shaky there. I was like, yo, man, I hope Canelo. He did look good, but he just couldn't his footwork. He just couldn't get around Crawford's lead foot, man. And Crawford was in the southpaw position. If you
Yeah,
can't get on the outside of a southpaw, you're gonna be getting hit with them lefts
exactly.
all day, man. And that's what Crawford was doing in some of those exchanges, man. He was just his foot placement was just so good. Canelo tried to come in and he's getting countered. But I was really surprised by how Crawford took the power shots, man.
Me too. And not only that, Crawford's jab was bothering Canelo a lot,
Mm-hmm.
bro. Like not only like keeping him honest, not only like stopping him in his tracks or whatever the case. No, it was bothering him for real. You can tell. And not only that, Bud Crawford was able to actually turn him around a couple of times. You see that one
Yeah,
where,
he
where
was. Yep. Had him on the ropes.
and then it
And
came to me that like Bud knows to wrestle, know how like Bud did some wrestling back in the day, so he understands body leverage, and all of that. So, um,
mm-hmm.
that came to me.
And like he even stood in a couple times and like traded with Canelo, which I
Yes,
was like, yo, man, like this is some balls to the wall. Cause like I thought he
yeah,
was up at that point when he started doing that, but I
yeah,
mean,
because he did that late in the
Crawford
fight.
made sure like he won the fight. Like he made sure there was no doubt left in that ring.
I'm
He
I'm
didn't
not
want to
gonna
get
lie,
robbed.
bro. I got nervous as holy hell when he started trading with him because I was like, bro, why would you give him a chance like that? But it is Bud Crawford, bro. So, nah.
Yeah, man. He takes things up to another level, man. It's actually fun to see, fun to watch, fun to live through, man. And I hope he can fight a couple more times. I obviously don't want him to fight too long because I think guys should retire once they don't feel it. But I don't know, man. I think Crawford, he's the type of dude where if the challenge is huge, he's gonna wake up for it. He's gonna work every day for it. He's gonna
Yeah,
live and breathe it. And it showed it because he took a whole year off to prepare for Canelo, essentially. And
yes.
my man looked perfect. Like he didn't look like he had any ring rust.
I just think that it is a combination of a lot of things, right? Because Bud Crawford, you can tell he lives the life. He's not one of these guys that you'll catch at a club or making a fool out of himself out there. Like you can tell like he really lives the fighter's life. And not only that, his team, bro, like the team he has around him, with Mac and People can have
Yeah.
their own opinions about Benny the Boxer or whatever the case may be, but they are as solid can be. You can tell, and they know how to game plan. They know how to strategize for a fight, and it's
Yep.
just everything is just top notch. And I mean, if you ask me, what's the one thing the one thing that I would prefer Crawford do is retire. Like if I obviously who knows what's on the table, right? But what better way to retire than this one? Like for real,
Yeah.
like literally on top, like Khabib did, or very few examples. Usually the game
Yeah,
retires
very
them.
few. Yeah, that's true. Floyd's probably our last
Floyd,
example,
yeah, that's a
honestly.
great one. Floyd is definitely a great one, and after that, Oscar retired badly. The
Yeah.
Manny, obviously, well, Manny's not retired yet. I don't know.
Man, he's still chopping away somehow, man.
Yeah,
Barrios let this guy live, man.
exactly, and the very few when you start thinking, there's very few people that retired on top.
Andre
And
Ward.
Andre Ward, absolutely, and
Yeah, it's very
uh,
few though. You're right.
yeah, I mean, it's not even Chavez, not even Duran, not even
Yeah,
like
and
all
Duran
time
was getting
greats, bro.
stopped. Even Marvin
Uh,
Hagler, didn't he lose at the end too?
no, no, not at the end.
Oh, Ray
Well, I
Leonard.
mean,
Ray Leonard lost at the end.
yeah, yeah.
Hector Camacho.
Leonard is another one. Yeah, like too many people we've seen like that. Obviously, Muhammad Ali. Obviously,
Yeah. Larry
uh,
Holmes. Yeah.
so
Yeah,
so
you right, man. Roy Jones. Like all these
yeah.
guys stay in too long.
Even Bernard Hopkins and
Yeah, oh Bernard, yeah, got punched
the
out the
Mike
ring. Yeah.
Tyson and yeah, all of them. And Lennox, did Lennox retire? I think Lennox. Yeah, I think Lennox retired on top, right?
He
Or
did because he avenged all his losses. Yeah.
that's cool. That you see, that's another good example. But there's very few of them, very few of them. So um, yeah, that's another way for you to separate yourself from from the group, so to speak. If you
Hmm.
retire straight up, but something tells me he's not going to do that.
Shawa said, one defense at 68 is all I'd like. Bud looked damn good at 68. Yeah, he did. He did. I got Terry
And
Norris, Scott
and
Leonard at the end. Hmm.
and who would you like to see him against? Shawa Benavides or
Benavidez fighting at 75, man.
no, I know, but they're asking
I don't
his
even know if
father.
Benavidez is gonna come down, bro. If he come down, yo, I'm gonna be mad, Henry, if he come down for Crawford and don't fight Better BF.
Yeah,
Because these guys really don't want to fight Better BF, bro. They really don't want to fight him. It's crazy.
I can't say that I blame him.
Bro, they made Bivol fight him twice.
Yeah, and he did, bro. Like those were the Bivol and Beterbiev fights, bro. Those were those type of fights, bro, where it's straight up 50-50 style clash. Everything you can ask for, like a chess match of the highest order. I can watch those fights any day of the week, honestly.
Yeah. I know
Um,
people thought they were boring, but nah, man. I like them, bro.
oh, Crawford versus Shiraz, man. They're talking about Canelo Shiraz, but boss
Because
Lindsay.
because Shiraz said he want to fight Canelo. That's why I'm like, he can't fight Crawford, bro. Like he even got he don't even believe he could beat Crawford. He's supposed to say he want to fight the winner. He talking about fighting the loser.
I just think 160 is more attractive than that because Janibek, Lara, Adames to me have better, not maybe not more money in the fight than Hamza,
Yeah.
but definitely like looks gonna look way better on your resume. But who knows? I mean, you can do whatever you want, bro. Bud Crawford can fight freaking Womack next. I don't care. Like you can fight whoever you want. You can do whatever you want. Me
Yeah.
personally, I think he should go 160 and get undisputed there. That's or retire. But whatever. Wants to go fight Charlo. No, it's the little Charlo. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said big Charlo earlier. Sorry about that. It's the little
154. You
Charlo.
want to go back to 54?
Um,
Damn.
I mean, because Charlo, there's history there, and I'm
No, there
thinking,
is. I know what you're saying. There's backstory.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. For sure, you
So
can
so
build
that
it up.
yeah, that can be really big. Um, Other than that, I don't see him going all the way back to 54. I don't think so. I don't think.
Nah, I don't think so either. He looked too good at the weight where I don't think he's gonna wanna
Yeah.
cut all that.
I don't think that's gonna be good for him either to just lose all that weight at up there in age either. I think
Right.
that's
Yeah, he's 38, man. And this is how Roy Jones got sparked out,
exact
man. When he
exactly.
went up to heavyweight and came back to fight Tarver. Shout out to Antonio Tarver. He was there doing his thing.
Yeah,
Now I like Tarver's commentary, man. He does good breakdowns.
he
He does
does.
his thing.
Sometimes he drops the ball, but we all do that. So I don't. Um,
Nah, man.
I don't mind them.
Nah,
I don't mind them.
nah, I don't mind those fights either. My man LA said, I think if Bud rematches Canelo, he might stop him. Ooh.
I
Nah,
agree.
bro.
I
Nah,
agree.
nah, 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 nah. Canelo got
Bro,
that
that last
chin,
round,
dog.
that last round, bro, that was glorious.
Yo, he might put him down, but like Canelo got that chinny chin, man. He gonna get back up and he gonna try to throw some shit at Crawford. Nah, man.
Lester said he wanted Bud if he won. Lester got to pump the brakes.
Nah, he did say that. And that's why I'm saying like Hamza Shiraz, he's not a real one because Lester Martinez is a dog, and for sure Lester would have fought Crawford had he won.
But he's
Hamza
so
Shiraz
limited.
over here talking about fighting the loser, man. He's wild for that. He should have
I mean,
said, I want the guy with all the belts. I want him.
he's gonna say whatever Turkey tells him
How
to
you gonna say you want the guy with no belts, bro? I mean, I get it. It's a payday.
It
That's what
is.
he that's what they looking for. I get all that, but hey man, it's just a bad look. Just make somebody else from your team say that.
I mean,
You you
it's
don't
clear
say
that
that.
it's pretty clear that Hamza don't care about people's opinion because he should have rematched Bronco Adames and he didn't do
Who?
that. So
Oh no, he don't care.
Payday, payday. You want payday? I know that.
All that man. Nah, he couldn't rematch Adamas because he lost, man. He lost. Turkey Al Sheik had to come in and save him.
yeah, yeah, that was bad. That was bad. At least Adames got to keep the title. I guess that's the one good thing that I can say. But yeah, he
Oh
got robbed
yeah.
of
Yeah, they didn't take his belt. Yeah. They let him go home with that. Shout out to
Turkey showed
Turkey.
Turkey showed some mercy there, quote unquote. Um, but man, I wanted to ask you something and I forgot what it was. Give me a second. It was about an upcoming fight.
We got lots of fights coming up, bro.
Oh
Yo,
yeah,
when's your guy Sabril fighting? They
that's the
won the
thing.
first
He he
bid.
he just dropped a short saying that he's got news coming up soon. So
Okay, I was gonna say they
uh,
won the first bid, so that fight's coming.
yeah, I want the announcement for Subriel and Xander as well. Because
Xander. Yo, you think they'll fight on the same card?
I don't think so.
They cool like that or nah?
Mm, the word is they're not cool.
For real,
Uh,
eh? I feel
well,
like I feel like Sabril's too G'd up for Xander. He might be too old
yeah,
too. Like there's the age gap.
yeah, they're basically different generations, right?
Yeah,
But
exactly. Yeah.
but not only that, there was they don't hate each other as I understand it, but something happened. Let me just say that. So something happened with one of Subril's friends.
Yeah.
Sander wouldn't do something for him because he was a friend of something like that. He said, "I don't have the full story, so I'm not gonna go any further." But I don't think so. Also because Subil is from Fajardo. Like the last fight he had here was he fought the Amparo in Manatee, but he fought Valenzuela in Fajardo. Fajardo is just on the northeast of the country of the island, so And Xander
yeah.
is more of, I think, I'm not sure, but I know he's not from there. So, but I don't know. Who knows? I mean, I'm hoping it's not the same card, so I can enjoy two different events. But you know what? I'll be there regardless, bro. Trust that.
Right. You got my
W's in the
man
chat.
W's in the chat. My man Adam, he said Canelo fans didn't apologize to me saying Crawford had no chance to win. And I told him Crawford would his foot up Canelo's ass. They cornballs. Nah, man, there's some people not eating their crow, but I can't even get at them because I didn't pick. But hey, I knew it wasn't gonna be no ass whooping really, but hey man, Crawford looked good. I was surprised by how easy he made it look. I'll say that.
I was pleasantly surprised.
Shout out to him, man.
Yeah,
Big Crawford, man. He's that guy.
yeah. You know, a Crawford poster is going up in my wall. You know this.
Got him, man.
Um,
Legendary.
God, what I mean?
They got Boots fighting, not Xander. Virgil's fighting. Thurman and Pandora fighting. Scooter, Shockey. The ring card in November. Devin Haney, Brian Norman.
Bro, I'm hoping there nobody
Dan
pulls
Rodriguez.
out. Yeah, no injuries for anybody for November, please. Because you remember the Vivo Viterbi 2 card where
I know the last crescendo just fell apart, man. Yeah, it did.
you had
People
Kid
was getting
Austin and then
injured.
Dubois and
Man. I think Dubois he literally made a business decision. Cause he literally got he got the Usyk fight right after that.
Yeah, that was sketchy. I'll just leave it at that.
Oh, your guy's fight. Maybe it's Collazo.
Yeah,
maybe that's who is.
Yeah, he's fighting next Saturday against a Philippine fighter, Jason Bison.
Is he like unified champ? He's unified, right?
Yeah, he is unified. Yeah, he has 2 belts. But I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm kind of bummed out that this is not a unification.
He could have fought somebody out there with a belt, eh?
Well, part of the problem is that the other 2 belt holders, he's already beat and stopped one of them. So they're not in any hurry of giving him, that shot. But who knows?
Yeah,
it sucks though.
That's crazy. My man LA said, "Do y'all give Thurman a chance?" Serious question.
My heart says yes. My brain says no.
Can Thurman make it to the fight? That man, you see when he fell off the stage?
Bro, that was too funny.
I'm like, bro, he about to drop out. I'm like, he about to drop out. He gonna go home a week later. He gonna say he had to get some X-rays. It's over.
Bro, with the history here of the injuries and what have you, when he fell off that stage, bro, my heart, I damn near had a stroke, bro.
Bro, I'm like, Shockey look back like, yo, you good?
That was too funny, bro.
I'm like, dude, like, what is Keith doing? And then he was getting up on the chair. I'm like, Keith is crazy right now. I don't know what this guy doing. I don't know what caffeine pill they gave him before the press conference, but he was doing way too much, talking about how he's gonna stop Vendora, trying to give some Wolf of Wall Street speech. I'm climbing mountains. Oh man. Birdman said, "What if Yardy gets hurt and they move Better BF into the main versus David? Yo, if they do that, bro, they not gonna do that. But if they do that, you know who I'm rocking with.
I don't think Benavidez taking that chance.
Better BF eating that man, bro.
He is. That's a horrible matchup for Benavidez, bro. Horrible matchup.
Yo, you can't take that on short notice. You got to prepare for that beat.
First of all, it's gonna be the first time and probably the only time that we see Benavidez on the back foot. All the time.
Yeah. Showers and Liam Paro's fighting. Liam Paro.
He's fighting tomorrow. I think
he has a chance to win the IBF title because I think he can beat Lewis Crocker, man.
Me too. Me
And
too.
we know the IBF, they gonna make you fight the guys. They gonna make you fight your mandatories.
I think he has less chance against Patty Donovan than he has Lewis Crocker, honestly. Um, so yeah, I'm with you.
Oh, Liam
Oh,
Power?
I was about to ask you, what do you think about the two other fights that happened, the Inoue MJ fight and the Crocker Donovan fight? Because I'm hearing a
Man,
lot of robbery talks about Crocker Donovan.
no. Yeah, it was. It was a robbery, bro. But
Man,
I mean, Patty Donovan didn't do himself no favors because he got dropped twice.
yeah,
He got dropped twice, and then but like Lewis Crocker was on the back foot the whole fight, man. He barely threw punches. So like I don't know how they scored it. One judge had it pretty wide for Lewis Crocker too. But hey, it was a split decision. Split decision win for Lewis Crocker. But I thought for
okay.
sure Patty Donovan, he was on the front foot a lot, man. That's why he got caught twice. But I think he was just winning the fight. Like you take out those two drops. I don't know how many rounds Lewis Crocker won. Like maybe one other one. So maybe you could say with the two drops for 5 rounds, maybe. But hey, Patty Donovan, he didn't do himself no favors. He got dropped twice. G-Man said, don't sleep on Thurman. If he makes it with no injuries, I give him a good chance. Thurman has very good IQ and Fedor has been stopped. Nah, yeah, you facts, bro. He's been stopped.
Look at what this guy.
He's been
He said
stopped, bro.
Ness thinks Benavides destroys Arthur. He's smoking crack.
Yeah, bro, y'all didn't see me. Yo, Ness tried to say, bro, Ness is funny, bro. He be talking sometimes. You try to say that Benavidez is a cherry pick and Hamza Shiraz was the real fight for Benavidez. I was like, bro, you need to stop saving your guy, bro. That's what you trying to do right now. You
Who's his
trying to
guy?
save him from Benavidez. You trying to save him from the destroyer. That's why I told him. I said, you don't ever hear Benavidez talk about Benavidez for good reason. I wouldn't say his name either. Because that dude will fight you.
Me neither, bro. We don't need that type of problem in our lives.
Yeah, man.
Uh,
He was protecting. Ness was
bro,
protecting, bro.
if Dimitri Bivol doesn't exist, we're literally talking about a 100% knockout ratio here.
Mm-hmm.
Like
At 75, at the division.
exactly. Like,
Benavidez hasn't stopped anybody at 75. Shoot,
unbelievable.
he ain't even knocked nobody down yet, has he?
I don't think so
Maybe
because
David Morrell? Maybe.
Morel was no, neither Vosdig or Morel. Does he have another one? I don't think so.
No, he don't have another fight at 75 because Morrell fight was back in January this year.
I mean, to be fair, Benavides is not really the one punch KO type. He just overwhelms you more than anything. You know,
Yeah.
I can't remember a fight where. I mean, I guess you can say the Bubu Andrade fight if you want to, but other than that, Benavides is not really a one punch type of guy. You know. So yeah,
Yeah, he couldn't
I'm
even
not
stop
surprised.
playing. That's right, man. He couldn't plant
Yeah,
like
he
the
came a
wall.
little close, but he couldn't do that. No. Yeah, because he always starts slow, right? That's another thing. Like his MO is he'll go from less to more in the
Yeah.
fight. So he kind of like takes what you have and you know downloads information, whatever you want to call it, and then as the second half of the fight starts, he goes fully into his own. You know.
Word.
Um,
Yeah, he's a volume puncher, like Shawa said. Yeah.
and
Which is
Beterbiev,
why I think Beterbiev beats him because he
yes,
gonna get shot once he gets hit with some of them shots. That
yeah.
volume.
Not
That
only that, you're not gonna be on the front foot against this guy. Not against this guy. It's not possible.
word.
So it's not even possible. So don't even think about it. So you're gonna have to fight in a way that you probably never fought in your life.
Yeah, because we haven't seen Benavidez fight on the back foot. Really.
I'm
Like,
telling you, bro, everything looks bad. It's a horrible matchup, bro. No way. No way I'm getting in the ring with this guy. Call me whatever you want to call me. We don't need those type of problems,
oh
bro. And
man.
David does get hit, bro, to begin with.
Yeah. Yeah,
David
he
does
does.
get hit.
Yeah. Yep. He's
So
been bruised up for sure, man.
yeah.
I don't know what And see, I just know my guy Ness. He's protecting. I know what he's doing. But hey, man, I'm pushing for the Benavidez fight because Benavidez is talking like he the one. So let's go, Arthur. We'll take
I'm
him
with
out,
you.
dog.
I'm
We'll
with you,
take
bro.
him out.
Show me, right? Show me.
And if Arthur
Um,
don't want to take him out, then go to cruiserweight. Take out Jay Apatow, man. That dude, that's another dude.
Man, yeah, and I know, and Benavides also called out Zurdo before he called Opetaya out. You know,
Yeah, but I think Zurdo's an easier fight for Benavidez.
no
That's why he
doubt,
did that.
no doubt. Yeah, no doubt. But if you're gonna go to 170, if you're gonna go to 185, sorry, I wouldn't go straight out of Opetaya, bro. I would probably go after Battle Jack first.
Yeah, but Badu Jack, he not gonna fight. Man,
Nah,
Badu
probably
Jack
not.
on some. He trying to cash out, bro. He on some. He want Jake Paul fights.
Yes. I mean, to be fair, he's in his 40s though. So if ever there's a time for this, this is the time. You know, he's what 41 or something. So yeah,
Yeah, Shawa, like Badu holding. Yo, I don't understand why the BC let these guys hold that belt hostage sometimes.
I don't understand why he's getting a rematch with this guy either.
Oh,
Um,
you know why? Yo, man, he said that Noel's team put in a petition for the decision. So I didn't even know you could do this. I guess the WBC had their judges watch the fight on a screen and they scored it for Noel. So they said, "Oh yeah, we're ordering the rematch."
oh man,
But I'm
I
like, bro,
didn't know
like,
that
what's
either.
the point of having judging then if you're just gonna go have your own judges and score the fight how you like? This makes no sense.
Yeah, because now you're setting a dangerous precedent, so to speak.
And
Because
they don't do this for like other fights where we're like, oh, that was a
exactly,
robbery. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't do that. They chose to do it for this fight for whatever
they
reason.
damn sure didn't do that for Oshaki versus Conceição one. They damn sure
Word,
didn't do that.
they didn't, bro. All they said was we're gonna order it up the rematch. Well, obviously Oshaki had to make some noise about it too. But
Yeah.
nah, man, it was nasty when Mauricio said that. I was like, what? You shouldn't even told us you did all that. You should have just said you're ordering it up, bro. Like, what do
And
you
the thing
mean you
is that this
scored it?
guy, and with all due respect, this is not a guy that has all this pool either. Like this ain't Canelo or AJ
Yeah,
doing this.
yeah.
You know, like
I was confused. I was like, man, you didn't need to say all that in regards to these guys.
because if a guy of that quote unquote stature can do that, imagine a champion when he loses a tough championship fight or something like that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how the deal is.
My man LA said, did they let Mauricio in the ring Saturday night? I don't know. I
I
don't know.
saw him. No, I saw him. I saw him.
They let him
I
in?
was shocked. Yeah, I was
Shit.
shocked. He was
Yeah,
there.
he said he was getting in there regardless.
I was shocked. I was surprised that I saw him sitting in the one of those two rows after the ring.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, he got to be there. He's probably the inspector.
yeah, because it was all the belts. Yeah, makes
Hmm.
sense.
Nah, Mauricio said, I'm getting in the ring. Like, I don't care about what Dana White said. I don't know why Dana White, he's weird, man.
He
I
has.
swear, I swear Turkey Alice Sheik probably thinking to myself, I picked the wrong dude. I should have stayed. I should have
I
stayed with
don't think so. I think Turkey kind of like sees himself in the mirror a little with
he
Dana.
told his dude to make an announcement. This guy said, oh, we're all done.
Yeah, that was weird as hell. I'm not gonna lie, that was weird as holy hell. But
Turkey had to pull him back, like, yo, what are you doing? What are you doing?
and Turkey, if you look at Turkey's body language on that press conferences, this is just me, right? It doesn't look like he enjoys the whole thing.
Nah, man,
Um,
but yo, here's what I will say. When you watch the prelim, who you see sitting there from start? Turkey Alice Sheik, man.
no, but I'm saying no. I understand that, and listen, I'm sure that he enjoys the fights. I've seen him get excited
That's
at
what he's
fights, get
here
up,
for.
and yeah, like he enjoys the fights and the Grand Prix and everything and all of that. But the whole process of the press conference and
Oh
and
yeah, the
everything
build
else.
up.
If
Yeah,
you look at his body language, bro, it doesn't. This is just me, okay? But it doesn't look to me like he enjoys being there for that. You know,
yeah, yeah. I don't think he likes that part of it, but he probably understands it. You know,
exactly. He's on the
this
phone.
this what casuals want to see. Dudes yell on stage at each other and do dumb shit like Berlanga, like throw money around. It's
Exactly.
what they want to see. He's like, I
Yeah.
want to see violence. I want to see these dudes kill each other.
Yeah. Yeah. Like a Conor McGregor back in the day, or like an AB, or
Yeah,
stuff like that. So, um,
yeah,
I mean,
Turkey.
let's be honest, bro. Whether we like it or not, drama is what sells the most, unfortunately. So
No, it does, man.
whether it's fake or real, it doesn't even matter. Just do something, say something, look at him the wrong way, something, um,
Hmm.
just to get the people talking. And next thing you know, it, bro, it's the most viral shit. Um, that is the truth. But nevertheless, I mean, I just think that if I'm Turkey, bro, and I'll just say, you know what, I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna go to the fight, but hey, Baldy, you go and do this for
you do you do all the talking. Yeah. Nah, man, that's crazy. What's good, Malcolm Flex in the building? Malcolm. Yeah, man. I don't know, man, but I just hope that the TKO group, if they're gonna play with the Muhammad Ali Act, I hope they just be transparent with the fighters who are entering over there. Because like obviously it won't go across the board with the promoters, but it just be their own thing. They can go in the corner and do their own thing. But I just hope that you know, they tell the fighters, hey, this is what it is over here. Don't get anybody in something that they don't know what they're getting into.
I don't think we've seen. I think we're scratching the surface here of what Turkey's up to. The how do I put this? Like, okay, so I haven't done a lot of research on this, unfortunately, but I will. But so far, bro, yeah, they're not gonna be in the corner doing their own thing, bro. It's not gonna happen.
What? You think they're
They're
gonna try to come
gonna,
out here and play with that? For real, for real?
yeah, yeah.
Well,
I
I
think
think
that
they gonna get
ever
they gonna
since he
get
bought the ring, I've been having like one eyebrow up on that guy.
yeah, but
Um,
the ring, that's just another belt, man. Like it's really like I think with people like I get the belts are the belts, but it's always who holds the belt, right? Like those are the guys who bring the belts up. Like if the ring goes ahead and does this Muhammad Ali Act thing, and all those fighters that have ring belts are like, yo, I'm not with that, and they all drop the belt. Yo, the ring champions ain't gonna mean much more than the WBC champion. It is the guys who hold the belts that make the belts for sure.
that's a good point, but I think they're gonna take care of those guys.
Well, they gonna have to.
I think they're gonna have exactly. They're gonna have to, just like the UFC had to take care of, you know, John Jones, Conor McGregor, and Ronda and GSP. Like you can always have your handful of fighters that you need them so much that you're gonna have to be like, okay, let me give you this, you know. But on the bigger picture, yeah, I see pretty much 80% of the fighters getting
Mhm.
screwed here.
Yeah,
Um,
man.
but I hope you're right. I hope you're right, and I hope I'm wrong. I'll just say that.
Well, we gotta see how they match make because I always say in boxing like having a good matchmaker is like how you have a good base or you're stable, man. When you can match them up right. When you look at Top Rank, they have great matchmaking. They know how to make their guys look a certain way, and then it's like they know when to push a guy up, or they know when they're like, "Yo, he's not the goods. We got to get rid of him." Case in point, Berlanga, man, he was like 16-0 when they dropped him. The man
Yeah,
didn't lose, but they were like, they just knew. They were like, nah, he
yeah,
once we step him up, he gonna lose. Like, so they got rid of him before he could get his leverage up. And they do that with a lot of guys. I mean, Sabril, they did it to him. It obviously didn't pan out right for them because he still became a champ. But they looked at him like that too. So they have that matchmaking eye where they're like they get you to that point, and then it's like you got to do the rest of the lifting after that.
The
But if
only
they
way that this whole thing is gonna work the way they want it to work, and again, this is just me, is if you
Mhm.
become the only dog in town. Now, technically speaking, the UFC is not the only game in town, but in reality, they are the only game in town because if you have any hopes of being an MMA professional and having people know you, there's only one promotion that has that for you. So let's be
right,
real here.
right,
Even though technically you got the PFL and whatever the case may be, it's not nearly in the same vicinity as the UFC is. So if they can make that happen for boxing and have like a top heavy type roster where all the champions and pound for pound guys, which are like what, 10 people or something like that, are taken care of, and then the pretty much the rest of the whatever hundreds of whatever fighters are there, you gotta do this or else you're just an elephant in the circus, bro. They'll get somebody else.
I think
And Go ahead.
I, I think they want to make it like a development league. They said like they want to get a guy up to a point and then him go off and be the star. This is what they say, but like I look at it like I don't think you guys can do that because we already got players in place to do that. I think Top Rank's the best in the business at that. They built our stars in the sport. They built Floyd. They built Manny. They built Oscar. They built Muhammad. They built everybody almost.
Yeah.
Um, Pro Box is emerging as kind of that model now, where they're building guys. They just had Lester Martinez on this card. They've had Ronnie Rios fight Nick Ball. Like they've had guys go on to fight in big fights. Um, and they match make great. Pro Box does. They got Nicholas Foss coming up now, and they got Najee Lopez who's also coming up. They got some guys.
Now the
So
last fight is not happening. Pete Dodson pulled out
Pete
with a
Dobson.
yeah, he
Oh,
pulled out with
jeez.
a cut in sparring or something. I saw that in an interview, and so
Okay.
Flossy's not gonna be at the card. It's gonna be Najee Lopez the main event, as I understand at the
Okay.
moment.
Najee. I like Najee Lopez. He's a good fighter.
I
But yeah,
do
I'm
too.
just saying there's players in place already, and it's just like I don't know if Turkey and them can make a better model than what we already got. I mean, if they can, shout out to them. I know he's gonna try to use the contender series as a way to do it, but I don't know, man. I don't know how that's gonna work. How you gonna do a contender series?
Yeah.
And we've already had it, but hey,
Yeah, they'll just name it something else, rebrand it so that we don't have those exit wounds from the contender series. Even though I actually liked it for the
Cardenas, yeah.
most part, but the yeah, I mean this is very simple thing to do. Um, we'll see, man, because I'm hoping this whole thing just comes to an end as far as the Ali Act and all the
Mm,
rest of it. I actually don't mind Turkey being in the game. I just think that I think he has a goal. He's just being patient. Um,
yeah,
but um, but listen, I could be dead wrong too. This is just me and what I've sensed for what he says and does and everything else. Um,
for real, for real. But we'll see, man. Like you said, in due time. I think they said they're starting what next year, 2026. So
yeah, yeah.
we'll
No, the
see.
Paramount deal with the UFC kicks in next year. Yes.
Oh, I'm talking about the boxing though, TKO group,
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I
TKO
think so
boxing or
too.
whatever it is they trying to call it. I wonder if it's gonna land on Paramount. Because I think if they can land it on Netflix, then that's a game changer.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just the
Uh,
exposure is bigger than what Top Rank and Pro Box have.
Let me get your take on. Yeah, I forgot to ask you about the Parker and Fabio fight. What do you
Fabio
think about that?
Worthy, yo, I'm happy for Worthy, man. I hope he wins.
You
I
think he
hope
can
he
crack?
knocks Joseph Parker out.
I won't tell you this. Parker has been hit. Like he has been hit by Zile Zhang and dropped twice. So I can see that happening. To be honest with
Was
you, I
that
can see it.
Parker or was that
Yeah,
Caballero?
no, Zhang dropped. Zhang he lost the fight, but he dropped Parker twice. Caballero he dropped him
Oh,
once
you're
and
right.
then got
You're right.
stopped
You're
by
right. Yeah,
Buddy.
yeah. He
Yeah,
fought Zhang. Yeah, he did fight Zhang. I forgot he beat Zhang and he
that
beat
was right
Wilder.
after. That was right after the Wilder.
Yeah, right after he beat Wilder, man. Shout out to yo Joseph Parker. He been on a run, but Fabio Worthy, bro, he's on a run too. He only been the distance once,
Um,
and he stopped Justice Fooney at the end there. Said, "Fuck this dude." Boom.
yeah, he was getting his ass handed to him, but he
Nah, he
definitely
was.
he definitely pulled a Hail Mary. Props to him. And I felt bad for Justin Tooney, but it is what it is. Um, I have Parker winning a pretty easy fight, but I'm not so sure because Fabio Worley can crack and Parker can. Parker does have a, shall we say, um,
He's been
testy
stopped
chin.
before, hasn't he?
Yeah,
Parker.
no, yeah, and
Yeah,
he has been dropped often. So I can see Fabio pulling the Hail Mary twice. I can see that. So I wouldn't put it past.
I just like Fabio's story, man. Being a guy who came from white collar boxing, like 2 amateur fights, pretty
Yeah,
much learning on the job.
I was
Now
about to
he's
say
like top 10
that.
heavyweight,
Yeah, it's definitely a
beating 2
Cinderella type
Olympians
story.
back to back. Yeah, he beat 2 Olympians, man. He beat Frazier Clark and then beat Honey. Them guys both eliminated. Stopped them both, man. Both former
Unbelievable.
Olympians.
And stop
And
Worley after that first fight, bro. That was awesome.
yeah. And Joseph Parker's he ain't no easy fighter. Oh, he's only been stopped once. Who's that? AJ? Oh no, Joe Joyce is the only one to
Didn't Joe
stop him.
Joyce stop him? I guess
Okay,
I have
Joe
to look
Joyce is
that
the
up.
only one to stop Joseph Parker. Oh, he durable then. But I don't know, man. I just feel like Fabio gonna land something. He gonna land something.
I actually don't have a problem with that, with you saying that, because I am rooting for Parker. I think Parker's going to win, but I am not going to bet my house on it. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. It ain't no lock. It ain't like we betting on Usyk out here.
exactly. This is not Usyk or Bud Crawford or even Eno. No,
Yeah,
it's
man. Them
Parker.
guys are special. Them dudes in a different class.
What did you think about the man? I'm sorry, I asked you about the two fights, and then we zoned in on the Croker Donovan, and I forgot about the Eno and MJ. What do you think about that?
All right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We were gonna talk about that. Man, I thought that was domination by anyway. You know, he didn't get the stoppage, but I mean, he won like every round. Like that was
Yeah,
just a one-sided fight. MJ looked like he just showed up to just say he could share the ring with anyway. He didn't do much, man. I don't know where this Uzbek power was. Wasn't there that night. And anyway, steamrolled him, man. I know he ended his KO streak, but still, like it was a one-sided fight. Like it was a beatdown. Wasn't even
yeah,
close. You know, Eddie Hearn talking all that crazy stuff. And then your man showed up here, can't even win a round, man.
for real, bro.
I think anyway
Uh,
should be fighting Junto next, but it sounds like he's gonna take a fight or something.
yeah, he's gonna fight Picasso. I think that's gonna be before the end of the year, and the word is that they're gonna do the Tokyo Dome sometime in April for June.
Mm.
And Junto's gonna fight somebody too before Inoue. I can't. I don't know who it is. Can't remember right.
Junto
So
gonna fight at the division, the new one
yes,
at 22.
I think that's what it's gonna do. Yeah, I think it's gonna
Okay.
fight at 122. Man, I heard the name, but I can't remember it now. The opponent. So would you
Mm-hmm.
say? Because I got this question for you regarding the Inoue MJ fight, right? Would you say you were more impressed with Inoue or disappointed with MJ performance?
Man, I was disappointed with MJ because he the one pressing anyway,
Right.
and he
Sold
didn't
them
even like
out,
do
and
what the other dudes did. At least Luis Neri and Cardenas dropped anyway. Like at least they gave us
yeah,
something. Like
yeah. I know
he didn't
Nito
even do
Walder did.
anything, man. I was like, yo, what the heck? Like y'all, Eddie Hearn, you did all this talking. He even went as far as disrespecting this man, saying he shouldn't be pound for pound because he don't
Yeah.
want to fight. You like you just took it too far, and then you showed up and did that. Come
I mean,
on,
I
man.
understand Eddie's side, I guess, and I'm in no way defending him, but I guess I understand him because at the end he's doing his job, right?
Yeah, you
He's
gotta
pulling for
promote.
his
I get all
fans.
that. Yeah.
But on the flip side, like MJ, I have more of a problem with MJ than I do Eddie Hearn because he's just doing his job. Then it's up to you,
Yeah.
to make him look good or bad. But MJ, people are talking about the 12th round when he like wobbled. Now, yeah, I'm like, come on, guys, like too little, too late at best. Best. And it wasn't like he did anything to capitalize on it either. So yeah, I am thoroughly because I was one of the ones saying I had this fight before it happened, right? My
Yeah.
prediction was MJ is going to give him hell in the first half of the fight. And then Naoya is going to start to pull away, and he probably stop him about the 9th or 10th round.
Mm.
In a way, that is. That's how I picture the fight going. Man, was I wrong? I'm telling you.
Nah, I
Uh,
mean, shout out to anyway, man, getting another win. I would hate to be an anyway fan though. He just I don't know. For me, he takes too long to fight the guys. But I
yeah,
get it. He's only fighting the guys who are there for him in around his weight. So it is what it is, man. Every fighter goes through this type of situation where they just got to beat the guys who are there. But hey, we'll see,
yeah.
man.
And one more thing, like if Inoue beats Junton, I don't think he will. But if Inoue, I think you and I disagree with on this one. But if Inoue beats Junto, we're gonna have to revisit this whole pound for pound conversation.
Why?
Um,
Beat him at his weight. Brought him up, as they would say.
Not good enough, Ryan. Not good enough.
Brought him up.
This guy's decapitating people, bro. This guy's different.
Nah, no, he
Uh,
not. He not Canelo, bro.
Forget about
We're
Canelo. Let's
not
talk
gonna
about
disrespect. We're not gonna disrespect Canelo.
Well,
Nah,
how did
man.
Canelo came to this conversation?
Cause you gonna try to prop him up more than Bud? Like that's crazy. Hell
I
no,
mean,
Bud did
nah,
some
you're
shit
right. You're
Floyd
right.
Mayweather not even trying to do. His dude went up
Nah,
with
you're right.
no
You're right.
rehydration, no weight
Yeah,
stipulations.
and Mayweather didn't start to trade with him either, like Bud did. So that's another thing
Word.
that Floyd did. But no, I think you're right. I probably need to pump the brakes here. But bro, if Inoue beats
It'd be a
June,
good
good
win.
God,
Yeah, good
bro,
win
like
for sure.
an amazing win, bro. Like, oh.
I
But I
mean,
don't.
might maybe I can't even put him over Usyk, man. Usyk stopped Dubois, and then I did not see that coming.
I would put him over Usyk, honestly. I would. Well,
I
but I
don't know,
don't know,
man.
man,
Cause
because
Usyk just beating dudes way bigger than him. Like he shouldn't even be fighting those dudes.
that's true. And he's older, smaller, older, less reach, you name it, bro.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm just
nah,
gonna say them three guys, you throw them wherever you want to throw them. I'm not gonna get mad because they
I
all
feel the same
special.
way.
They all
I feel the
special in their
same
own
way.
way.
Yes, yes. No, that's true. That's true. You can juggle those basically. Um, well, brother, I appreciate it. Great conversation. I think I don't have anything else, right? I don't think.
Yeah, man. I'm about to jump off too, man. But appreciate you, Henry, for coming through, brother.
Hey, thank you, bro, and God bless. See you soon.
Yes, sir, man. My Puerto Rican brother, man. Define honorary. Appreciate everybody, man, for tuning in. Thanks for my man, half boxing. who dropped a $10 super chat on me. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate everybody who tuned in. You know, we had Shawa, the queen, in here. I think Miss Joette was in here too. LA, my brethren. I didn't give you that horn, bro. Malcolm Flex, Birdman was in here. TWR was in here. Who else we had in here, man? I said half boxing already. We had more people in here. I think Brooklyn Hint we had in here. Z Pacino was in the building. Obviously, my man Define Honorary who came up here, Mr. AC who came up here. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all good people. Y'all supporting and keep me going, man. Yeah, I appreciate everybody. It was a good weekend of boxing, man. Great weekend. Alberto, that's what I missed, man. We had Alberto up in here too. I appreciate you, dog. And Broadway Joel, my man, the face of Dominican boxing. He was in the building too. Broadway Joel. Make sure you go check out Broadway, man. He got some good content. The boxing outcome was also in the building. I appreciate you too. Coming through, man. I appreciate everybody, man. And we'll be back. Just check the channel, man. Make sure you subscribe. Put your notifications on. I'll probably be back on Thursday night. Yeah, man. I'm a shift worker, so I'm on and off. And sometimes I just feel like sleeping, bro. But yeah, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Peace. Blessings.